Welcome to Off the Binge, your ultimate seasonal anime podcast. Each week, we deliver top recommendations, hot takes, and in-depth reviews of the latest episodes from this season's lineup. Join us as we give you your weekly dose of anime coverage. Welcome, viewers and listeners alike, to our Off the Binge podcast. For those new to the show, I'm your host, one of your hosts, Crash, aka the Hispanic Assassin. There's nothing much to talk about me. I'm just your average Joe who likes romance and ecchi anime. Yeah, that's where I like the spicy stuff. That's all you know about me. And this podcast, we're going to be talking about week 12 of the summer seasonal anime list. I said that wrong. The summer season for 2025 of anime, which, boy, let me tell you, it was tough for all of us. I'll speak for everyone here. Maybe some of you guys had it more better than me, but it was tough. A lot of anime, and not just any anime, some fire, some mid, and some trash. And that's what we're here to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm not the only one here to speak on this. No. I have not one, not two, not three, but four people amongst me to also talk about what was the greatest, what was the worst, and what was potentially the most mid animes of the summer season. Going first on our list of co-hosts, we have the one, the only, the guy who loves isekai the most out of all of us, maybe. I hope so. Let's give it up for the main man himself, Legend D Vash.
I'm about to say, I feel like I got three other rivals for that. I have Manga Grem, I have Nate, who, like, if you guys have seen his anime list, he has a lot more animes on top of me that he has watched, and also Neko, who love it as well, that she has recommended to me SHOUNEN and Fantasy. So I'm like, I love that title, I love that moniker, I'll take it to hold, I will take it home, I will take that champion belt to me. But I feel like I have four people, like three of the people are here just to lock in eyes with me. Like, wait, are you really? Because you haven't watched just
He likes the isekais with the long list, guys, the long title names. Yes. I have yet to hear anybody else here on this fucking podcast that likes a long isekai title. So unless someone's confused for that, by all means, Legend D Vash is your man for that.
Yes, it's your boy, the legendary human top fool, Legend D Vash, and I've said it, started out doing my new moniker as well. You know, we have Crash, he calls himself the Hispanic Assassin, that's cool. The team has came up with a new name for him, the Gooner Assassin, or the Gooner, cool. Myself, I gave myself the new moniker for Weaves of the Ring. I give myself the Latino he, for anybody that knows Eddie Guerrero, so I've started to use that for myself. I'm the Latino he, I'm going to use that everywhere as well. So it's good to be here, week 12. At first, I wasn't excited to get rid of summer season, but now that we're coming to close, me realizing I have 30-something animes for summer finally coming to close, and for fall, it has a bit less, so that means I could get into some gaming, some weekly gaming content we can do. I have a couple things to do in October that I'm planning to also do, because I promised Crash a year ago that I will be doing House of the Dead. So a couple things I'm planning to excited to watch and finally put the time, because I'm excited to see the gravity or the physics of how the titties work when it comes to gun manipulation. So it's, it's going to be pretty interesting. But I'd like to pass this over to MemoryNK, who's always forgotten, but I never forget him. He's the GOAT when it comes to knowledge, when it comes to directors, when it comes to animators. I always love to come to him. So I want to pass it over to him.
Yeah, guys, what's going on? Memory here. We're winding down on the season. It's a sad but also an awesome feeling in a way too, because it is kind of a weight off. Like Crash said, could speak for all of us. Probably a
thank fuck. I'm tired. My wife's tired too.
Maybe being able to make some time to actually like binge some stuff, get to the backlog coming up. But got to lock in here for the last week or so. The shows are wrapping up. We got the tier list coming up and all that. So a lot of good things, obviously going on here towards the tail end of the season, and I'm excited to talk about it as always. So. Grem, what's up? What's going on, man?
Nothing much. I mean, I agree with the sentiment everyone else has, finally getting some of these anime out of the way. Some of them we've been vying for, or I've been vying for, that have been kind of disappointing, honestly. Oh boy. But some of them been really good, and no one else has watched them, and it makes me sad. But yeah, we're gonna finish them, and gonna get to next season where we're gonna need to do that stream, and which is, we have a date, right?
Yes.
Somebody? Yeah.
It's either September 23rd
or 25th.
25th,
Hello.
23rd to 25th. Chat. Just look on the MemoryNK Twitch channel, his Twitter. Like Manga Grem gave the reminder, all 4 of us will be on of the Off the Bench team. Crash will not be joining us, so Mangam, good promotion. Totally forgot about that. Thank you.
Yeah, because I'm honestly looking at the next season, and I'm like, that's a whole bunch of sequels to shows I ain't seen yet.
Yeah.
So I don't got much on my docket for next season, so I'm excited for the stream to see what we're gonna get. Might even get me to a whole 10, because I don't think I'm even there yet. So oof.
We on the same boat. We got just 10 animes for the next season. We don't got
It
much.
feels like it's gonna be a break next month.
Bro,
yeah.
honestly, if I have 20 total, that's like a miracle to me.
Same.
I feel
If
like.
I'm 10 to 20, I'll be like, yes, thank you. I could do
Like, I'll be
other
so
stuff.
happy if I have just 20, honestly.
Oh, dude.
That's that.
Amen.
I keep telling you guys. Sometimes we have those seasons, and I like to call them like catch-up seasons, where you have something on your watch list. Watch the fuck out of that. Like you got JJK coming up next, Hell's Paradise, Fragrant. We got a lot of anime to catch up on. Like if you guys are not like up to date on any of that, this is the time. This is the time now to lock in. This season was a lot of fucking seasonal shit, but next season, this is where you gotta actually lock in and do more homework and shit. But yeah, can't wait for that.
Well, yeah, with that, I will take it away. Hello, guys. My name is Neko-chan. I watch everything, in which I wish I didn't, because my god, yeah, like we've been talking about, this summer has been stacked. And yeah, there's some things that you guys aren't watching either that I'm watching. Like, I'll talk about it later. Some Dekken Magura, really fun stuff. But otherwise, yeah, it's been a fun season. I think we can never complain that even with a stacked season, it's a good time. You get something every day, sometimes more days than others. But overall, it's just a good time. If you love content, at least to watch something at that day, you're like, I got something to watch, and then I can do whatever afterwards. So yeah, it's a good time. But yeah, I'm always happy to be here. I wasn't here last week, so I'm happy I wasn't isekai apparently. You know, usually I hear that when I'm not here.
Yeah,
so.
it was
I forgot
glad.
the joke. I forgot. That's my fault.
Yo,
I
chat,
forgot the joke.
chat. I love how by the end of the episode, we're done recording, press record, and then Crash be like, damn, we forgot to kill Neko and Sekai. And I'm like, I'm glad it was not brought up. I
had the joke
remember
here, guys. I had the joke here.
I remember during the
No.
intro, I'm glad it was just slept through. I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm happy that I got to live and not go to maybe a very heavenly place or not. So yeah, I'm happy to be here, of course. The thunderstorm almost took me away though, and I was really happy it didn't. Yeah,
Same.
It's been thundering here. So yeah, we're gonna knock on wood on that. But no, we've been good. I think it really got sunny afterwards, so I was like, typical Oklahoma weather. Thank you. Of course, you're so bipolar, just like everyone in my life. Thank you. But yeah, anyways, yeah, no, I always appreciate you guys always stopping by the pod. As we've seen, we give so much love on these stuff. Even some of my chat, like, be talking, like, referencing you guys, so it's so funny.
Hey, that's so
well,
sweet.
Crash especially, they were, like, talking about him just gooning. They just talk about everyone's stays. They're like, oh, wow. Actually, I'm sorry. I wanted to shout out something, actually. So, because of Crash, when he was watching Call of the Night on Discord, one of my viewers actually catched up today. They
Oh, nice.
caught up until season 1. And they
The
were like,
Hispanic Assassin continues his
Yeah,
dominance.
he-
Let's go!
he
They're
was
better
doing
than me and Manga Graham, who hasn't even started season 1, episode 1 after.
Well, yeah. So I don't know. I was just really happy to see that. I was just like, wow, look at that. Crash recommendation came through, and he enjoyed it. Yeah,
Bro, I just want to say, I've been putting you guys on Watch Raccoon. I put my wife on Nukatashi. Now I got your boy on fucking Call of the Night. I want to hear shit from anybody, bro. My words, my hot takes is getting up here this season. Let's go!
Well, yes. So yeah, hey, shout out to our Gooner here. So he actually recommended something that's not Goonerish, kind of. So isn't that ironic, huh? But yeah. Anyway, this is your go-to seasonal anime podcast where we dive into the best, the worst, and the hidden gems of each anime season, and we're going to segue into binge chilling. Hey, I'm gonna give it to Crash for a bit because he actually has something to announce about his binge chilling.
For once, your boy has done his homework. He is on time. I watched every single show for this specific episode. But past that, I watched just a little extra stuff, a little spicy stuff. So I am back on the Jujutsu Kaisen train ride. So I'm slowly but surely getting up there. I've only seen one episode, but I plan to talk more about it during the fall season. So stay tuned for that. 100% will be a little more deep into the first season, so I'll talk more about that. But I'm back on the grind, guys. I wasn't sleeping on it. It's just, when you're watching 30 plus animes like all of us have, you have a life outside of the podcast. It's
Reminder,
tough.
what season you're on or what episode you're on? You know by heart?
I finished episode 13. I just started episode 14 now, so I'm halfway done with episode 1. Season 1, excuse me, as of right now.
I'm about to say, if you want to wait until December and, we could talk, because that's when I'm going to binge it in December, both season 1 and 2, but I just want to throw it out, because that's when I'm going to start doing my quick binge of those 2 seasons.
I was considering that, but then Mushoku Tensei, the trailer came out, so now oh man god, Grem, that favor, that promise I told him were right after JJK. Now I have to fucking grind and finish that shit ASAP. Because I think, when does that come out? I believe
in spring next year. You have time. You have spring next year, because if you go JJK, that's in January. So that's more around the corner. So that's why I'm doing it in December. So I totally understand.
Yeah. We're gonna catch up together. Don't worry. We're gonna definitely speak on that in future episodes. But past JJK, I do want to shout out, just real quick, nothing too crazy, but I do want to shout out this very famous YouTuber who also does anime reviews, Gigguk, who actually finally premiered his new anime film. Shout out to that, Baan. I thought it was an anime, like an actual straight up anime. It's only a very short film, 20 minutes, very, very, very short. It's free. It's on YouTube. You guys can watch it. All I'm gonna say is 10 out of 10. I will speak more about that maybe towards the tier list, but it is not a waste of time. It's actually something you can watch very, very quick, and I feel like it is very good for everybody. I think if you're more of a veteran viewer, you'll understand more of like what he's putting down. If you know, you know. But I personally enjoy the hell out of it, and if they do make it into a full-ass anime, best believe I'll be the first one on there to watch that, whether it's on Crunchyroll, whether it's on High Dive, whether I have to go to the high seas to go watch that. We, by the way, do not pirate anything anime here related on Off the Bench, ladies and gentlemen. But I will do what I have to do to watch.
But use VPN that we're not sponsored yet. Don't use the hashtag or slash MemoryNK Studio Off the Bench.
But yeah, 10 out of 10 anime. I think I would recommend it to everybody. Very, very short. It's definitely not a waste of time by no means. And if you guys like Gigguk, you definitely like what he's putting down. He cooked up a goddamn corn meal. That's all I'll say to that. Who wants to go next?
Double sub. By the way, you did double sub for the short film.
It's funny you guys say that, because I want to watch a sub, but I watched it dubbed.
The dub is good.
When I saw the credits, there is a sub.
Yeah,
However,
you can change the audio track. Yeah.
I'm glad I watched it dubbed, only because one of the VAs, because I'm familiar with Gigguk, his wife voiced one of the main characters.
Yeah,
so
the mom.
Was nice to hear. I think it was the main character.
No, the main girl.
Oh, it was the main girl.
The main girl,
the mom. Yeah,
okay. Sydney. Yeah, so shout out to Sydney. She did a phenomenal job, and I don't usually watch any of her stuff. I know she's a streamer. She does other stuff like that too, but I've never seen any of her work. So to see her actually doing God's work, putting down some heat, honestly, I have to commend. She knows what the fuck she's doing. So match made in heaven, guys. Definitely both these guys are cooking up.
Crash, it's really strange that you've never watched Sydney's content.
Right. It's really, it's just very
I will be very real. I've only seen like the hilarious clips where like he's doing like the advertisement, which we should be getting like Snowbreak Containment, and his wife comes in and she's like, "Oh shit, you're watching ecchi shit like my wife. Okay, you go sleep on the fucking couch." Like I've seen clips like that, but I personally never seen any of her streams, any of her content. So I know she does that stuff, but
you both have it.
Let's just say she matches your.
Exactly.
I have heard. Yet, maybe in the future, but I had to give respect where it's due, and yeah, Baan definitely recommended.
So, Chad, it seems like the manga Grem and Knuckles gonna about to put some type of new content creator in Crash, Wavelength in the future. But if I could bounce back from what Crash was talking about, I did see the first 2 minutes of Baan. I was not hooked, and also we were about to do the podcast. I didn't make time for us, but we were also gonna talk about it for next week. So I'm like, cool. The dub for this first 2 minutes and the visual looks cool, but first 2 minutes alone, I don't have much to say. I don't have bad or good thoughts. It's just on first 2 minutes, it's just them traveling, going to places. You heard the dub voice. The dub voice was nice. That's all I got. 2, I did catch up to Vending Machine season 2. I'll talk about that when we speak a bit about it later during the season of Spotlight. I did in this section 1 also announced that for the month of October that people will get 3, I believe, 3 binge chillin from me, it would be Chainsaw Man season 1 binge, since I read the content, I just never saw it, and I'll be watching this before the Chainsaw movie reset that me and Crash will be watching in October. So we'll be definitely watching that. Which I haven't asked him, are we watching the dub or sub? Because I would like to watch the dub.
Dub. Oh, everything has always been subbed. I love the sub for season 1.
The dub is good because I know the voice actor that plays Denji. That's why I always want to check him out.
What I would say at the very least, because I have high expectations, I wouldn't mind watching a second time with you dub.
Okay,
I would
okay.
definitely
I don't mind
do both and see if we do comparison for that.
I don't mind do sub or dub for that. All right, cool. Right here live, we spoke about which one we're watching within the next month chat. So yes, so Chainsaw Man, that'll be one I'll be watching. Another one I'll be watching.
Get the popcorn bucket. Get the popcorn bucket early. If you know, you know.
If we could, that's the big question. If we could. When it comes to the fall season, like I said, I will be watching Chainsaw Man. I'll also be watching the first season. So in week 1, you guys will also be hearing from me. Campfire cooking in another world with my absurd skill.
Yeah.
A big shout out to Nate. He's the one that recommended that to me because it's up my alley. So I'm gonna check out because season 2 is airing. So I'm gonna check that out.
Oh boy.
The other one that was recommended to me that Neko wants to put me on, seems like 2 seasons or 3 seasons, is Zombieland Saga. So those are the ones that you guys would be getting at. So I don't know much about it. Supposedly Vash watched 2 episodes back in the pandemic, but Vash do not remember. The reason I'm speaking third person because it says that I did and I don't remember squat. So we're just gonna start fresh and just go from there. So those are 3 series you guys will be hearing from me when it comes to the fall season. I will also be reading the My Hero Academia manga, but that's a whole different conversation involving, you know, a bit of Shonen Ronin. So that's my been chilling, more announcing what I'll be watching and more of what's planning ahead. And like I said earlier, when it came to Crash segment, I'll be watching JJK season 1 and 2 for December instead of watching that stupid ass Shibuya incident arc movie with 3 episodes. Because I'm sorry, you cannot put the Shibuya arc in a movie in 3 episodes season 3. There's no way possible.
They milking
Is it a movie? I thought Zero was just its own thing.
No.
Not the origin of
They're making a movie in December 5th where they're putting the Shibuya arc in a compilation.
Oh, I had heard. Yes,
and then,
I did hear about
then
that.
having
Yes,
the first 3
yes.
episodes of season 3 in that movie. And I'm like, that movie should be like 4 hours if that's the case. You can't have 3 episodes of season 3 and Shibuya arc being condensed from a 24 roughly episode into one like a movie.
That's the method now, bro. That's whatever. Like I feel like we see like even with Don and
no, but the Don was fine because but Don was fine because that was 3 episodes. That's fine because you put it as a movie, which is fine.
Solo Leveling did that too.
Solo Leveling was okay because that was 12 episodes into a movie with the highlights and then the first 2 episodes. That was okay. This is Shibuya arc. This is almost 24 episodes into a movie. That's very hard to choose what's important to keep in a movie type of. I'm like, to me, I'd rather just rewatch season 1 and 2. That's just me. But hey, each to their own. If you want to support the movie, spend the money, or not wait to December and wait to January, go ahead, chat. But anybody next that wants to, piggyback on if you have a little bit chilling. If not, I don't know, Neko, you had one.
Yeah, I'm gonna just piggyback and just, of course, yeah. I did and God and another friend of ours. We were catching up to Vending Machine, so you'll hear that with Vash too, and anyone else who wants to even catch up. Because that was a fun time.
Yes.
And season 3 got announced, so hey, yippee. Yippee!
Why?
But
Why?
hey, you don't
Actually, it
get
makes
it,
sense.
man.
If
You don't
you see
get
season 2, it makes sense.
But yeah, and also, since I was here last week, I just wanted to piggyback off, like, Demon Slayer movie, since I didn't get to say, I guess, my little parts about it. And also, I guess, also my beef, I guess, with Crash, like, are you gonna sleep and rate it? Like, you can't just say 9 out of 10, and then you miss Akasa's backstory, and then
Think
just
about
another
it.
5. No, like, bro, like, I don't know, I was watching the live stream, and I was like, this guy can't be. I literally was at my job, like, at my desk, like, just mouth wide open, like, nah, he can't. He can't be.
at her desk.
He can't be real about this, right? Like,
I just went to somebody at the movie theater kicked me, asking me to like stop snoring. That's how fucking knocked that was. That's how mid it was to me.
It wasn't mid. You were tired. I was tired too. I did, like, shut my eyes at the Zenitsu fight, which is fair. You're tired. It's fine. But no, I think, honestly, I had a good time with the movie. I think I went with my homie, so it was just a fun time. We did have a little problem in the beginning because some kids stole our seats because they chose seats way in the front, so they
Oh, I
chose
hate
our
it
seats.
when that happens.
And,
Oh,
and it
that's
was
happened.
dumb.
I hate it. I'll fight them
it-
kids.
And it felt like the people were incompetent either because they're like, wait, what? So your seats got, and they're looking at our tickets like, yes, brother, like, don't you see? But yeah, that was the only like little predicament. But otherwise, it was a great experience. Like, just seeing everything on the big screen. And I don't know, Akazu's like backstory has been one of my favorites since of like all the demons like backstory. So they delivered on that part 100%. And I just wanted to speak on the dub too, because my friend booked it for dub and like our first watch. So it was a good time. I didn't expect Channing Tatum. I was looking through the cast and I was like, wait, what?
Bob
Channing?
quote.
Whoa! I was like, okay, Channing, I see you.
Plus,
But no, this.
in case you
Yeah.
didn't know that he accepted a move for his daughter. I did
Oh.
research that he accepted doing that role for his daughter and everything, and that's adorable. Like knowing that you're doing the job in a role because your daughter likes anime and they're at a young age, and like a lot of actors during that time don't really know about anime or take it as serious and everything. You know, there's a viewpoint in the industry of actors are in live action with voice acting. For Channing Tatum to do that, a lot of that got a lot of publicity, and also having that comment that hey, he accepted a role for his daughter. That to me is wholesome and beautiful.
Oh
I
wow,
wonder
that
if
gives
that's
it.
gonna be.
Wow.
I mean, Ghibli has done that. They've got like popular, like actors to voice act in their movies, but like outside of that, I feel like we don't really see that happen. So I wonder if that's gonna become more of like a
Mainstream kind of thing, like the normal.
yeah, like it's
future.
gonna become more
Possibly, yeah.
common. Yeah.
I mean,
can see
anime is
that.
becoming more mainstream now, so I mean, I wouldn't be
I could see it.
surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the newcomers, for like the new generation of anime watchers, and
Yeah.
that's kind of what we're here for, to show you guys what we believe is the best recommended and what's the most trash to avoid. But we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. I'm getting ahead of myself.
But not like that gives it an extra layer because the character he plays, because the character has a daughter too. That's actually beautiful. That's actually nice. So, but yeah, no, the dub was fantastic. I loved it, except this one character that I didn't like that was in the dub and not really done well, I feel personally. But I think otherwise, every other voice actor did well. It was fantastic, the whole movie. I get the gripes that the boys were talking about it. I get it. It's just typical Demon Slayer. So for me, I didn't really mind it. I'm like, I already knew this is what I was coming in for. I was just here for like the bombastic music, which was phenomenal, the voice acting, the characters. And then, yeah, I rewatched it on Monday with my coworker, and I watched the sub. And oh my god, Miyano as Doma, beautiful. Because, yeah, the dub from Doma was
Yes,
not good.
ma'am.
I'm telling you. It just, it was not good, guys.
Oh, that's
But
a
no,
character too. If you can't get that down, it's kind of like
that's why I didn't care about Shinobu's part, I feel like, in the first, and I think even the second time. But otherwise,
That's
yes.
crazy.
Good movie. I had a fun time. I really shout out to the voice actors, even for dub and sub, both did phenomenally, and it was incredible. I'm so excited for movie 2 and 3, even though it's gonna be a while, but it's okay. Ufotable is gonna kill it. I really just wonder after this like Demon Slayer stuff, like what else is Ufotable gonna do? Like that is gonna be as high as this. I don't think there's gonna be anything that's gonna touch it like that. Cause yeah, Ufotable just went crazy.
I'm gonna
not
throw a
gonna
random
lie.
one. I'm gonna throw a random one. I don't know how y'all feel, but if you want to
Okay.
keep it sword related and Shonen
Kagurabachi?
Jump, Kagurabachi.
I was, but someone already got that though.
I think
You
that
know?
leaked.
No.
I think that leaked already.
Yeah,
no,
someone
Well,
already
it
got.
leaked. It's not official, but it's
yeah,
it
they
leaked.
they said the anime is coming soon because of the website, but I don't think they announced who's the
It's
studio
supposed to be
working on.
side games.
Yeah,
Oh,
side games. Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah.
I didn't hear that.
We
I
could
didn't
be
see
good
that one
hands.
coming.
We could be
Nah,
good hands.
But I feel you though. I feel you. If it is inside games, Ufotable would be nice. I do feel.
Yeah.
It. I do
I mean,
feel
I already think Fate is like.
Fate's
Ufotable's
probably next to
magnum
come back,
opus.
yeah.
No, I still think it's Ufotable's magnum opus, but like in terms of popularity, obviously Demon Slayer.
That's what it-
But,
yeah.
yeah. But
They
like,
already have a nickname.
I feel like they would have to do more like Fate. I mean, they're already doing that Witch
The
of the
extra.
Holy Night, but that's.
But like
That-
something else that's out of that though, like what else can like touch that bar of like, oh, this is a Ufotable like banger, like with the art and like I don't know, like what else could like kind of like be on that same par?
I don't know.
So I guess I know they're sweating when Demon Slayer ends. They're like, oh my god, what else can we? Oh my god. But
The
no,
meat writing is the all-time high, ladies and gentlemen. Primetime meat writing from
Hey.
Demon Slayer fans. I'm
Yeah.
even going to be a little bold here. I'm going to say a crazy take that I saw today on Twitter, so you guys can hate on me. But I'm just saying what I saw. But apparently, a lot of fans are saying take out Bleach and put Demon Slayer as a big three, and I'm like, who the fuck cares about that?
Wow.
That is so redundant. We're way past that at that point. The big three stays as is and leave Demon Slayer where it goes. It's great, but it's not top tier by no means.
I just hate people trying to replace the big three. The big three are the big three because they're irreplaceable.
Agree, man, God. Agree, man, God.
Yeah.
Like
You
the
can say
thing,
there's like a modern day big three, but
yeah,
Yes.
you can have your modern day big three, and I'll give you that. You know,
Yeah,
your
agreed.
Chainsaw Man, your JJK,
But
your,
when someone
your
says
Demon
big three-
Slayer.
Yeah, to take out
Hey,
something
big
iconic. Like, no, I'm sorry. Like,
Oh, you know what I hate even more? Oh no, the big three should be Naruto, One Piece, and Dragon Ball.
Z.
Because they're stupid. Dragon Ball is the grandfather. It's
Thank
above
you.
them.
The GOAT.
I literally
The
had that
OG GOAT.
as a channel category name in our Discord. Big Three and Godfather. That's literally there for a reason.
That's
For
funny.
people could
That's
understand. That always has been and always will be. It's like WC's now, then, forever. Always.
That's
Exactly.
cute. No, that's fair. That's fair.
People just don't get the significance of the big three these days.
No,
And that's
no.
how you can tell old versus new anime fans is they
Yeah.
don't get what the big three means.
For sure. For sure.
And for all the people
Bet on their
saying,
names.
and for all the people saying Bleach should be replaced, I want y'all to remember that Demon Slayer, Chainsaw Man, and JJK are all based off of Bleach.
Yeah.
All of the manga artists have straight up
100%.
said that
Yeah.
Kubo was their inspiration.
Yeah.
Kubo
All
was
I'm
a
gonna
goat.
say, I'm gonna drop that and just walk away. Is all I'm gonna say.
Mic drop, man, God. Mic drop. But yeah, I guess
Heat.
my other thing, since I didn't get to ramble about To Be Hero, the finale, which was incredible, I'm just gonna really just talk about it for a minute or two. Yeah, I really loved how it ended. It just came full circle. The classic thing that the creator always does with his series. Yeah, I don't know. I just really appreciated like just the storytelling of that, and also just the surprising thing that even I think we just found out today that yeah, the whole reason Isol was kicked out of the whole rankings is because of
of
the
us.
the first voting that he was last in the whole poll. So that's why story wise he did get affected with like that. So apparently the current poll is gonna affect their powers really or like something like that. So if Ling Ling gets to above X, you never know. But no, I think he's not gonna get there. But anyways, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll be salty as hell as Esau that if I got ranked out at the last second, last
Yeah, that's
minute,
fucked
just
up.
because of somebody else came back to life or some other shit.
That's
And
fucked
I'm
up.
like, bro, I did all this work. I did all this killing. I did all this fighting. I changed my humanity. I changed my morale just to get back under 10. What kind of bullshit is this? And two, a big shout out to MemoryNK for his tweet yesterday on Saturday where he said first week without 2 X. I'm like, damn, no wonder I felt like there was like a ghost in my air. Like I felt like, yo, I feel like I need to watch something. And then I went online, they said, oh, that's what they need to watch. It doesn't exist no more. No more new episodes 2 X. And I'm like, Nate spoke to my feelings. Like I felt it was like 6, 8 o'clock. I was watching wrestling. But I'm like, I need to watch some hero shit. But I'm like, no wonder it's message. Thank God I got wrestling. Next week is gonna still feel that strange air of no heroism out, and I just felt that, and I'm like,
Me and Nate were singing the opening the whole night yesterday. Just kept singing it. And every
Go
instant, like,
shit.
it got.
Go
Oh man, nah, for
I gotta
sure.
go.
But not, oh, what's up, man? God,
Sorry,
go
I
ahead.
gotta ask, the poll. What was the rankings? Because those aren't the right rankings, right? Because I
No.
know our boy Ling Ling's like number 1 or 2.
Well, no. I mean, it was before the finale episode or the last 2 finale episodes.
One,
so
no,
the,
yeah, but what was it? What were the rankings before
So-
the?
So what you saw in the opening, the second opening, that was the initial polls in the first that was the first poll rankings.
Ling
basically.
Ling was 8.
No, Ling Ling wasn't in that one, if you remember.
Yeah,
like,
he
if you-
wasn't. You're right.
Yeah, right. 'Cause
He wasn't
No,
involved.
there wasn't the reveal. There wasn't the reveal yet. So yeah, so
He's gotta be 1 or 2, right?
yeah. So now I think he is 1 or no, he's 2. I
no,
think
he's 2. Yeah, X is still
Yeah,
1.
Yeah. So
I
yeah.
think-
So that's why they show you that at first is to tell you like, yeah, this is where the storyline does get affected with that first poll. And I guess the second poll that is current right now is affecting like their powers that I guess we'll see in season 2. But I guess it won't be too crazy, but it will. We'll see. But overall, I just wanted to shout out this the creator because since day one, since the first series he made, he's just been cooking. I've always loved the last To Be Hero series, even though they don't correlate, except the other two, to be honest, because it correlates with the daughter of someone. But otherwise, it's cool to see that there's people now watching this series, and it's so fun because I used to be so alone watching these other series, and it's so cool to have people to talk to now, because that's
Same.
how I got to find out this other creator, because he started talking about To Be Heroine, which I feel is still my favorite. Well, not now probably because of To Be Hero X, but at the time To Be Heroine was my favorite because of just how good he is on like putting everything full circle, and just even though at first you're like, what is going on in the show, then by the end you're like, oh shit, and it's I don't know, it's a very cool
recommend
storytelling.
that we as that who just watch To Be Rex, for example, we haven't watched To Be Hero or To Be Hero or To Be Heroine. Do you recommend for us to watch that?
I would, just to experience it, because it's a good story. Like, one's about a father and daughter, the second's about friendship and just even your inner demons and whatever, right? So I think his themes in his shows have been really good, and just even with this one, To Be Hero, is about believing in yourself, how to discern, like, oh, if my hero for whatever reason and stuff like that. So I don't know, I really liked it overall, and yeah, that finale episode with X just showing off his like powers and just going crazy, fantastic. So yeah, that's all I wanted to geek about and kind of show love to the other series if you guys haven't seen them. And for the audience and even you guys, if you do want to see the last two series he did work on and create, they are incredible. I do put them in high regard. Even though the first one's a little not as high regard for me personally, the second one is. It's still a really good story. I would recommend it for you guys. But yeah, that's all I wanted to kind of chatter about, since I didn't get to gush about it last week. Since I didn't get isekai, but I did get stolen, apparently. So yeah, so if no one else got anything else to binge, we're gonna segue into our seasonal spotlight, where we dive into the mini reviews and just deep dives. We're gonna start with our shonen in action.
Honorable mentions: Togen Anki, episode 11.
Flashback,
backstory.
flashback.
And I guess yeah, we
This is gonna be a common theme.
A theme,
thing
for
y'all are gonna be
sure.
hearing about.
Chet,
Yeah,
if you
the-
see
backstory
why,
galore, bro.
if you see by any chance we haven't made our thumbnail text by then or our title, but one of them will be saying flashback galore or montage flashback or something, because this week was a lot of that. Nate literally told me after the 5th episode of flashback, he told me, yo, we gotta have a title text or something having that word or
It reached
something,
a
'cause
point where we were at like the 5th or 6th show where there was like a backstory. I'm just like, bro, you gotta.
Yeah, 100%.
Get to the fucking point. I'm not here for lore. I'm here to have the actual, what's going on in the press. Damn it.
Damn. All right. Well, I guess I can start with Togedanki. Look, man, it was cool to see. Or I mean, look, we now after the battle, we got to see the kind of even the backstory of Super. I forgot his name, the evil guy. You know, and even just like sometimes he is a sick bastard. He is a sick bastard. I don't know if I can forgive him entirely, but now seeing that he did have a daughter and he got influenced by his senpai, and his senpai couldn't save his family in time, so he kind of got his morals kind of like corrupted. He was like not corrupted, but he kind of switched up. He used to think like, oh, Oni, we shouldn't be treating Oni like this. We should pray for like when they die. But after they killed his family, he's like, oh no, forget them, man. And the other guy was like, oh, I've been telling you this, whatever, man. You shouldn't have created a family in this line of work, but he did too. So that was really cool to see. And then just seeing our people go back into the classroom and be like a little silly. That was just fun.
I would agree
Yeah,
to that. It was a fun episode. I do agree with Nate saying about the flashback, but I love how the questioning, like it felt like a bit of tuning exam of the Leaf Village, where the kids are trying to find out like who they're with, the class in dorms because they're with 2 people, but. It gave me a bit of Naruto and Sasuke, where, for example, Naruto has a demon and he has an attribute and everything, but then people look down on him. Sasuke, the character that has the mask, is walking up and just, is talking shit, talking shade, saying that, oh, you are the Kishin kid, and you have this attribute, you're too cocky, too confident. He gave me that Sasuke type of character that looks down on you because he also thinks he's all that. So, like, that's what kind of vibe he gave me, so I feel like they're setting up for the next arc for this coming core 2. So that's what I was kind of getting from that type of attitude.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it, like, from the backstory, like, it make, like, I don't know, it I guess makes sense in a way, or I guess, like, you know, kind of how his mentality has been shaped. You know, it doesn't maybe necessarily make it right, but you can understand why, you know, he is kind of the way he is. I didn't expect it to be like a whole family and whatnot too.
Yeah, that was wow.
Yeah. But you know, it was a solid backstory. I feel like it wasn't like a crazy episode. I feel like this is like definitely gonna continually be a discussion around this series, is like who is in the right, who is in the wrong when it comes to like the Momotaro and the Onis and whatnot.
Yeah, agreed.
I saw people like discussing like with the backstory though, like in the Momotaro, that like if they wouldn't have went after, I think it was the gravity the gravity Momotaro or whatever. I forget what his name was.
Yeah.
But if they wouldn't have went after the like hunting the kid,
yeah,
like it would have never like came to that point.
And
so people are like, oh, you could blame them
down the street.
Yeah, like you could blame that on them, right? So although like our dude, like we saw what happened, and you know he tries to like justify it in that way, but also you could say the Momotaro were like wrong in the first place for even like doing that. So yeah, it is an interesting conversation definitely around the series, and also obviously you have like the Kishin bit now, which, you know, I'm curious about what other, you know, children of Kishin are out here. Like, are there even some in the class? I wouldn't be surprised if that was like, you know, the case.
Yeah, Mankind had that theory when we were watching.
If it was all of them, I mean, that would. Yeah,
I think all of the children of Kishin are in the class.
Yeah.
Also,
maybe that was set up
like current class that we have.
Intentionally.
Like
Maybe
current
it's
class
set up
also.
intentionally on purpose.
There's nine people and there's 8 children of Kishin, so I feel like they're all gonna be one except for the girl with the big old Titan.
They all have big old, okay, I'm about to say.
Yeah, and
they all have big old sons.
Wow, bro, I didn't even go there. Y'all crazy. Anyway, no, the chick with the Titan or whatever, and I think her thing is gonna be something different. Like that's why I think she's the only one that's not. Like me and Neko were talking. We were watching the episode that we think that the dancer dude's probably gonna be Wind. The MMA fighter, crazy yandere chick, probably is gonna be like Earth or something. You know.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing the way she spoke to the director.
Nah, that was crazy.
Yo, we're about to sleep together. Fuck the. I'm gonna feed him. I'm gonna go to class with him. We're gonna fuck again, and then we're gonna have.
I'm gonna wipe his ass.
He tagged me on this. He's like, "Yo, this Crash. This is Pete. You need to watch it." And I'm like, I seen a clip of her on Twitter. I'm like, still not like.
She's your girl.
Still not fucking enticed.
She's your type of girl. What do you mean?
She's your type of girl. She said sex morning, day, and night, and feeding morning, day, and night, cooking morning, day, and night, cuddles morning, day, and night. She was everything.
Don't fall for the traps, man.
If they all are children of Kishin, like just for like, you know, the story, like, right, that like, oh, that would make sense, but like
story purposes.
Also, like in my mind, I'd be like, okay, like what are the fucking chances of all them being there? Like, so you would think like intentionally.
Well, that's what they chose them, right?
You would think like intentionally they were put there. Yeah. So.
Yeah, they were chosen. He chose them, right? So the director chose all of them. So he's like probably knew that information. So I don't know. It could be.
Yeah, that's gonna be definitely something interesting to follow too.
Yeah.
You say, what are the chances? What are the chances that the 3 strongest ninja in the Hidden Leaf are, you know, on the same team?
That's crazy.
You know, being taught by the 4th strongest ninja on the.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What is that?
Like,
the previous 3 strongest ninjas, you know, teaching
like
them.
Nate understands that.
Yeah, like Nate. Yeah, chat. Oh, don't forget to check out every Saturday for Twitch streams on Naruto. From Nate talking about who all those 3
every
ninjas.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Every Saturday. Yo, you hear that?
Oh,
Nate,
Saturday night. Okay.
You gotta start. You gotta pencil that in, bro. Every Saturday.
Saturday mornings, we're back.
Well, I'm up on Saturday, so best people want to join in.
Yeah, let's do it. Honestly, you know what? We're gonna tell them. Hey, you know that's the thing now. You know, Vash spoke it into existence. So Nate's gonna go live next Saturday. After we do the collab, you know,
I'll go live when we get some ReZero.
I got you. I got
You
you.
get Mushoku Tensei or you get ReZero. You can't get both, bro.
We get
watch.
No, stop. We're talking to Vash right now. Vash needs to do ReZero. You do Mushoku, he does ReZero. All right.
We're in agreement.
And then
We're
y'all can swap. And then you can do ReZero, and then he can do Mushoku.
I'm
that
so
way
happy. I'm
you're
so
caught
happy.
up
I don't have any
with two
homework.
peak isekai. You know what I mean?
Jeez.
Great
Yeah,
promotions.
you know? But yeah,
Togedanki, you know, it was all right. I think it did
all
leave
right.
off on a nice little note too with the girl, you know.
We get 24. Yeah, her smiling
was-
finally
yeah,
at the
that
end.
was-
Oh,
that
that
was
was
adorable.
sweet. That
Yeah.
was sweet. But
But
yeah,
it was a solid episode.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Kaiju.
24 episodes.
Kaiju number 8.
I mean, there's only two big things to talk about realistically. Other than that, like, can't wait for next season.
The
Really,
suits,
right?
bro. They got the weapon suits. That's like the biggest thing to talk
Yeah.
about.
bro.
One likes to be
And
dominated.
they were each showing them off. That's I mean,
Yeah, one likes to be
Gen.
dominated. It's crazy.
I always forget his name, but what's his name? Katsu's manager, I guess, when he used to work in the cleaning department, whatever that little place. His daughter was getting married, and Gen came in to save her, which that was cool to watch. Honestly,
Oh,
hand to
is
God,
that
I
where
thought she
we
was gonna
at?
die.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
that-
where
they
we are?
shoot-
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't
We're not on
watched
the
it.
same-
I read the manga,
Oh,
so
okay,
I know where we are.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
no, don't worry. So my fault.
I
It's
had
just that.
God. No, but hand to God, I thought she was gonna die. I really hand to God. I was like, oh, like, damn, it was going like, it was going at some kind of pace, and I'm like, oh, we're going dark now. With like this season's gonna go a little different. Nah, the hero comes in and save, the daughter, which I actually was genuinely surprised. I was like, oh, if it went a little darker, she died or some shit. I would actually like to have seen that, like the dark side of like humans dying to kaiju and all that. But no, your boy again pulled in clutch, saved her. I think she's paralyzed low key, but we won't know. And then Hoshina got the new suit with Kaiju number 10. That was a little badass to watch. They can't, synchronize with minds, but they could work together as a team. That was kind of cool to see.
Yeah, the
But-
action was good. The action was good in the episode, and like even like each of them got like their own little spotlight to show off the weapons and all that, and the suits.
Shinomiya got the new suit too.
Yeah, Shinomiya kind of like she rocking that shit. Like
Yeah.
honestly, yeah. But it was a good episode, good content. There's still I actually don't even remember like from what I've read of the manga, like because I know me and Grem have been talking about it, like they've kind of been building up for the end, like for the next season or whatever. I'm trying to like remember. I might have to go back and look. Like, is this season, because there's one more episode I believe, is it gonna leave off on like a crazy cliffhanger? I don't even honestly remember.
I don't remember because I think after
should.
from you talking about the girl married, it seems like I read this arc still because when you talk about that, it triggered my brain to remember that part in the manga. So then I feel like it still has a bit left. One of my friends was telling me that they might do with the success of how Kaiju number 8 is doing. They're saying that with this after episode, they might do the last arc of Kaiju since they could just tell a movie. And I'm like, I don't know if that would be successful.
What? They could do that.
I would not be surprised.
I'm gonna be honest. There's so much action that I think they could just do.
Yeah.
instead of doing a
Right?
Third
Yeah.
season, just because I'm gonna level with y'all. The remainder of the manga from where this is,
It's slow.
where we are ended, not slow. It's all action. It is a single fight. It is the rest of the manga is all one fight.
Sorry, that's what I
Like-
meant. It was slow story. It was just like it's more action based, like just it's just meat heavy is what I meant.
It's your meathead. It's your standard meathead shit. From here on out, basically, there's no breaks. We already saw 10 has launched all-out war with all of Japan. He is attacking everywhere at once. He is attacking every
Hey, you
single
mean 9?
district. 9, you're right. Yeah, 9 is attacking everywhere. He is launched a full-scale assault on every single part of Japan, and he is basically. We actually did get to see he has humanoid kaiju walking around too, and wait, so what's
Yeah.
gonna happen with that? So we ain't seen any of them do nothing crazy. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, he has launched his final offensive, and I'm gonna be honest, this part in the manga, it was all this from here on. Like,
It's just hands being thrown
it's just
Okay.
hands.
and
How
guns.
many? I
I
know.
know it
and
being a
bullets.
movie. I could see it being a movie.
Agreed.
I know the manga ended. Do you know guys know how many chapters it ended on?
127 off the top of my head. 129 off the top of my head.
Isn't it?
And where did this?
Or is there like one more chapter?
I believe they said he was the ending, or it was
It ended
finished.
in like July.
Yeah, I remember seeing the last chapter
Was
type.
it
Yeah,
that
yeah.
long?
Yeah, look at
It's
me.
like-
Look at me with my
it's like
math.
130
I
or
was right. 129. My mathing be mathing, chat. And
Yeah, okay.
There's still a lot.
and it
There's
was
still
July
a lot they
18th.
can
It
adapt,
was July because right now in the
Bro,
manga, sorry, in the anime, right now they're
Dude,
in
it's all
around
fighting,
chapter
bro.
70.
It's all action.
Like I could see a movie happening, but like one movie ain't gonna wrap it up, bro.
It's all action, bro.
A 2-hour
They-
movie, I
three-
think they could.
in-
A 2-hour
In
movie.
2.5 hours or 3 hours?
No,
I
no,
mean,
no,
yeah,
no,
what is
no.
that? What?
No 3, sir. No 3. This is no type of Christopher Nolan shit. 2 hours. 2 hours.
I need to see that personally.
I think so. I think it's possible to tell that. But hey, do we got any more for Kaiju? If not, we can move on to our specific shows. Dr. Stone, Season 4, Episode 11.
Wait. Can I start it off since this is my episode of the week?
I was about to give it to you anyway. I was about to swing it to
thank
you.
you, dude.
Because I was
Oh,
going to say,
man.
hey, I would love for Neko to speak first. Because you know why, Chad? She has not finished a couple of seasons of Dr. Stone, but watch it with me and Nate. And it was so wholesome because she almost cried.
Yeah, she was sitting
I'm
there.
crying right now because of what we saw.
I thought she was hip, bro. We've been bamboozled.
We've
bro.
been
Yeah,
bamboozled.
hey,
I was like, oh my
guys,
god, this is so cool. She asked questions at me and Nate while watching. She's like, wait a minute, but how is she stoned? What's going on here? I'm like, wait a minute. We asked her, have you not watched it? Like, man, I haven't watched last season or this season. I'm just watching it with you guys. And we're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, okay, sure. But Neko,
Yeah.
talk to us.
Oh man, guys, Dr. Stone has been a hit this whole season. Just been a blast. Apparently Nate didn't know, so that's even more hilarious. So, yeah, this was episode the week for me, honestly. Like this, seeing Suika do her thing, being there, doing the science, like Senku taught her all this time. So beautiful. I teared up, even though I don't even have the full context in the journey like these two have. I honestly, dude, that was beautiful. Even that ending. Oh,
I cried in the club for real. You guys don't understand. I
For
was
real.
bawling. The Discord knows. I put it on the chat. Crying in bed. Vash laughing his ass off.
no, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It definitely drove me to actually go back and finish the whole series because I do want to experience
so
this
happy.
ending for sure. Yes, I don't know if I can do it by next week, but I'll try. I'll do something because
I believe
yeah,
you.
that's
I believe
even
you.
that whole Suika episode. If I was caught up, this would be my episode of the week, 100%, or even just maybe my whole favorite like season of Doctor Stone. I don't
Ooh,
know.
I
I
love
still
that.
gotta see. So yeah, no, I'll take it away to the real fans, but I just wanted to make a joke.
If I could follow up, for those that are watching this off the binge episode, go check out Anime League podcast that comes out tomorrow on Tuesday. The reason I say this in the plug is because I just found out Watkins read the manga today during the show. I wasn't aware of that, so he had read the manga. He said, oh, they got to that episode and everything, and I could tell it to this chat that this is the scene I was spoiled about many years ago. Even though the manga ended, I was spoiled about that there was a time skip that Suka would get older and Senku would be walking by her. This was the manga panel I was spoiled about. So in my head, I'm like, how the fuck do we get there? How do we get from them in America to this part? Now that we got from America to this part, now I'm past my spoiler part. So now I'm curious to know, how do we end this season? So right before we do our tier list, we're going to also talk about the finale, how it was. But how do we get to the last season? Because of course they have one more core, unless they're gonna do like every other anime project of Shonen, a movie. So who knows at that point? But
That's hilarious.
this is my second episode of the week. First one was
What?
yes, this was my second
No.
episode. I'll tell you to chat because it will be in our third segment, Romans. It was betrothed to my sister's ex, episode 12. That's my episode of the week.
Y'all don't get it.
Y'all don't get it. Trust me, y'all don't get it. What? If you want a romance anime of the season, this is it, bro. This was it. This was my drama. This is my telenovela. This is the shit I got pissed off. This is the shit I got angry. You could ask Neko. I texted her. I DM her. I put a thread. I got
gotta write
mad.
this down.
I got pissed. So trust me, chat. I'll tell you about it during this. Me and Neko will tell you the cheese man during the segment. But Dr. Stone was my second episode of the week. It was truly amazing. I got teary. Props. They didn't really show us in the montage. I don't know if they're gonna show it to us next week of her going through a 7-year experience doing it by herself. But I give props to Suika. Anybody going through this, knowing the bit of science, knowing that you are from the stone world and doing the science of the predecessors, the person that taught you, and also going through a life experience by yourself. She technically, Chad, I'm gonna be straight up front. She technically went through her first menstrual cycle by herself. All the animals literally there helping her out with her struggles. I feel bad. Like Suka literally went through worst to the worst with who knows what, and she survived. Just seeing Senko there, she literally said, "Hey, I'm sorry it took long." She said, "Nah, you made yourself worth something. You wanted to be something worth to be part of. You did it successful." Like, I felt the emotions. Crash, I'm gonna pass it to you because I know you was very shocked. You wrote on your notes that this wasn't my episode of the week. Tell me your gasp.
Just, I mean, as much as I really want to say a lot, you guys pretty much said everything I want to say. Just the very, very end, seeing Senko finally get out of being turned to stone, and seeing the amount of time passed. I guess I was wrong. It wasn't fucking 100 years. So sorry, Chad. It was only 7 years. That was actually mind-baffling to me.
Does that count the time that she was also stoned already, or does that count her being awakened? That's the part that I'm curious to know. Like, does that count before, or does that count the whole thing? I'm hoping we find out next week because I was a bit curious about the information.
Whatever the answer may be, Suka is just the absolute GOAT this episode. Like, we
Agreed.
gotta give it to her 110%. Like, on God, like, I didn't expect that at all from her. I really expected her to fail, realistically. And I guess when you are,
She did fail a lot.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did fail. But
Trial and
all
error, though.
science-
In science, exactly.
With
Trial
all
and error science.
You when you're at rock bottom, the only way to go is up. And yes, boys and girls, she went all the way up, and best believe she was able to get the crew back to where she needs to be. She is a lot older now. That touched me a lot. I was at a loss for words, because I guess for some who have failed, who have learned a lot from like their teachers, their masters, whoever, and they were able to see them grow and actually succeed in something, in that moment, I guess we can kind of relate to that or feel a little nostalgic. So for those who might have related to that, I give props to where it goes. But past that, I mean, what more can we say? Suka killed it. She did try a lot of, failure and error, whatever, but she did persevere. I personally, when I go to an island filled with bird shit and cut it myself, but hey, do what you gotta do. Yeah, I can't wait for the last and final episode. I really need to see how this ends, because we have one more core left, and then supposedly, with what you guys saying, there may be a movie. I don't know. I'm assuming. I honestly thought, hands to God, the next core is the final core. So I'm thinking, how the fuck can you finish this in one core in 12 episodes? It's not possible. But again, I was right. This season was a tad bit rushed, but in a good way now, seeing what we have seen so far. So I just can't wait to see how it ends. I really just can't now. I really need to know, like, how is it gonna end for everybody in Dr. Stone.
I just want to state another 9.7 from IBD for the score of this episode. So I want to give that big shout out that it was a Suka episode, and another 9.7. It shows that IBD knows what it's talking about. Two Bureau Eggs, Dr. Stone, they know the scores they be given to the great shows.
Okay, it was 9.8 when that episode released. So now I see 9.7. That kind of sucks. Damn, it went down 0.1, but it's still there. It's still 9 out of 10, guys. It's still golden. Give it a chance.
That's still great.
Deserved, bro.
Anybody else want to speak on this?
It was my episode of the week as well.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Speak on that.
really, like, I mean, it is like an extension of the previous episode. Like, I kind of like put them together in a way. But,
Agreed.
like, I don't know, just seeing, obviously, because we saw it in the previous episode as well, but like in this episode, seeing Suika like kind of balance, kind of the mental, aspect of it, like kind of going back and forth, like kind of psyching yourself up, getting motivated, but then when things don't work out, she was obviously feeling very like down on herself and like wanting to give up. But then you remember, like, especially like this, just even though they're stones, right? They're like, just seeing them, like, it helps quite a lot, because I think of the scene when she like had them all
It
lined
motivates
up.
her.
Yeah.
When she had them all lined up, and she was like, even when you guys are like this, like, you're still like helping me out, because
Yes.
she's like, being reminded of a lot of the things like individually that they taught her. So like that content was awesome. Like how they showed like the passage of time, and just a lot of, like, I was a big fan of that. Just, I don't know, I keep mentioning, like, or wanting to, like, recently this it's a way different series, but like Apocalypse Hotel and that one episode with Yachio, like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
like this
Yep.
bit with Suika reminded me like so much of that, and like figures like that was probably one of my favorite episodes like of last season, and like this episode, you know, is definitely up there.
I still
for
think
sure.
about that episode for real.
Yeah,
The
but
Apocalypse, yeah.
this had that feeling as well.
Yeah.
Like this past episode or two of Dr. Stone with Suika, like Suika shot up the rankings for sure in terms of like, you know, favorite characters in the series. I'm sure that's probably like the same for like I always loved her. Like she's adorable.
I love her design now, just a lot
yeah.
more. Like it's adorable.
And yeah, her design now is awesome.
Mhm.
Like, oh, it's
Older,
great.
wiser.
Yeah, it was a great episode. Once again, the moment at the very end with her and Senku, you know, that was like the cherry on top. It was awesome. But like Suika, you know, holding it down for everyone, holding it down like
The GOAT!
yeah, for the world, for you
Yeah,
know,
for the
Literally the
world.
world, yeah.
For the world.
all by herself. You know, maybe nature helped her out a bit, but nature was just doing its thing, running
Yeah.
its course. But
Yeah.
you know, it was great, man. And Suika with interesting decision. I feel like it's kind of like a risky thing too. Like if you like think about it, like I think we talked about it before, like putting Suika in this position, right? Like, is it the best idea? Like, why would you put her in this? I think we even questioned that before. Like, but even from like a writing perspective, like thinking like, I'm trying to like be in the author's shoes and be like, okay, you're choosing this character to put in. Like, I feel like it's kind of risky, but like it really did like work out. Honestly, like I feel like the way they did it, her, you know, failing and getting back up again, trying again, and you know, ultimately like persevering. It was awesome. It was beautiful. So. Gotta give props to Dr. Stone. Like lately, this episode, last week's episode, even like I feel like the past 2-3 episodes have really been hitting. Like this part,
For real.
like it's really been hitting its stride. So hopefully it can leave off on a good note. And then, you know, we also have talked a lot about the ending and the mixed things about that. But you know, that's for the next core potentially or whatever else is to come. So we'll have to see. You know, like is this maybe the last like. Is this maybe the peak, right? Like, are we like, does it go up from here even more? You know, because I feel like they've set a pretty hard, they've set a pretty high bar with this
it's
content.
hard,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna
like it's
lie.
hard to fall off. Like it's hard to fall. Like how fucked up can you get when you're at this end? So like only time will tell.
Yeah, but great episode. Like I said, episode of the week.
I hand to God, I thought it was my episode too. No, I'm actually in the same boat as you. It's my episode of the week. I'm more surprised than anything that it's not Vash's. Which, for the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, Rent a Girlfriend is not number one for me. I actually have a very good list to speak on, so I'm very, very like.
I'm proud.
I'm
proud.
Oh boy, it's not
Say for the first time. You can't say for the first time.
All right. We had Taco B the first half. I will give it that, but we all know past that.
And
it
then
was gonna be-
and then last week it wasn't.
Okay, not all the weeks it
And
has.
then this
We all know I'm trying to meet Rent a Girlfriend, but you know what I'm trying to get.
I'm just trying to say, bro. You can't say for the first time. It's not, bro. It hasn't been almost the entire season.
All right, let me rephrase that. For the first time, it's actually way lower in the list than it needs to be, which is crazy. It's usually not any lower
There
than
you
4 or
go.
5.
There we go.
All right.
But you know what is for the first time? Smelling them almost shoes, cause hell yeah, who doesn't want to smell them shoes?
Speak on that.
Yeah, I would. If she gives me a happy memory, hell yeah. Come on now.
Which is a very her power is very scary.
It is very
Like,
scary.
especially the way like you
She
could
used
take
it.
advantage of someone
Yeah.
like through her ability. Like I didn't watch this episode, but I do know the content with Amo and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
obviously
yeah.
her power, and all that. So yeah, it is like because what, like the scent or whatever, it like it paints her as like someone that they love the most or something like that.
Mhm,
Like whoever
mhm.
like takes in the scent, which is a very interesting ability for sure. But
I
yeah,
was very
like
curious.
you definitely saw in this episode. I'm assuming like just how freaking crazy she is.
Oh man, Kana Hanazawa made her so much crazier, and the angles they had, and also the dub for Amo was.
Oh, I
killing
saw
it.
the one angle when it was like down and it was pointing
Yeah.
up. Yeah. I saw that.
Check the
No,
thread.
no,
Check the thread of
Yeah.
Gachiakuta. I already posted
I-
that exact screenshot you're talking about.
Wild.
Yeah, I
Wow.
did see that one.
Yeah,
Also,
look,
it's just
they were throwing it off.
this episode was crazy because one thing I would say is that the dub was amazing. Again, I like to give credit due. The dub was very good. The way they made Amo, the way she sounded third person. When you speak in third person, I'm
That's what
sorry, you sound crazy already. Cause why are you speaking about yourself in third person, talking about, hey, I'm
Even
wants
though
to
you
know
did that
about
earlier.
your favorite boy and girl. What do you like? Who do you like? And I'm like, oh no. Even our boy Engine and a few others already knew. Nah, you crazy. I when I
Nah,
enter
nah.
somebody's house and they tell me, "Hey, you could take off their mask. Don't know, worry about it." I'm like, "Nope, nope. You telling me about it means I don't trust you. I'm sorry. You telling me to get them off? I should already know when I'm in a place like this. I could take them off, but you're telling me, nah. I don't question that. Like, nah. And the way I love how Rudy had to fight off his inner demon, like questioning his memory, like, no, why does this make me happy? I'm supposed to be angry. I felt that because
Yeah.
when you are in your own inner happiness, but then that inner happiness has been corrupted and has turned where that happiness don't make you happy, it makes you actually go insane because that person that used to make you happy is the one that betrayed you or the one that hurt you or the one that hurt your soul or betrayed you in whatever sense. That's just fuck. And the way he was having a counter, I'm not happy, I am happy, not happy. He was having a challenge to try to fix himself. And now at the end of the episode we got 2 against 10, where originally was 10 against 1. So like, hey, look how the tables has turned. Woo!
Yeah, no, yeah. That I think for Rudo, it really hurt. That part is like he really wanted to fight against it and be like, no, I actually like this is supposed to be make me angry. But like even I kind of was even thinking too. I'm like, well, does her smell actually make you think about like things you don't like? Well, you do love but also hate. But like she was like, no, you idiots, no, I do give happy memories, which in reality he did. Like Chiwa was his friend, the one person that actually like was there by his side the whole time, besides Recto. Which I'm surprised it wasn't Recto that he thought about really, but I guess it makes sense. Like Chiwa was really important to him until that betrayal thing. So she used it against her, or I guess it worked out too, because she kind of was like Chiwa in that moment, so he kind of thinks of her in that way, so he gets to protect her and all that. So I wonder if she does like kind of pinpoint memories in a way, or it is just the person themselves that is like it
I
really
think it
is
was
dependent on what they
Yeah,
feel.
I think it's for those that don't know brain stuff or like neurology, we have like a certain part in our brain that connects to our memories is the one that
Yeah.
kind of triggers it. So it's like anywhere you go, a certain smell, a certain conversation is how and why your brain gets your brain gets its own flashback of what that memory is or that conversation you're having with somebody, and you remember, and then you remember that one time when you was 9 years old in Disney World, with your brother or something like that. So like that little one small fragment could, trigger that. So I think that's how it goes. Like the smell triggers
Oh, it does. Yeah.
what is their inner happiness or one of their inner happiness. What sucks is that it first get the biggest dude, and like how do
Yeah.
you fight the biggest dude that looks like a fucking Hulk?
Nah, that was wild. That he is a problem. His whole even instrument is a problem. What it does, like explodes you when he sprays you, bro. Like,
Yeah,
oh hell
like a
no.
fucking balloon. It's like goddamn.
Like, yo. And poor Engine, he was like, "What's up, girl?" And he got rejected because he wasn't real about
It's a
it.
good thing. It's a good thing. Yeah.
I guess so. He was like, "Hey, girl. I mean, I'll talk love talk with you if you want." And wasn't having that. She wants real love talk. Don't put some bullshit on her. And he also commented on her fashion. Oh hell no! Even though she was looking good, I don't know what Engine was talking about.
I think a big discussion about like this bit is that because people like I saw people kind of giving the main cast like
Shit.
a little bit of shit because they're like, oh, like you guys are just too like gullible, right? Or like you're too like you just like will instantly just go with whoever. Or, like even like Rudo, like they just took Rudo right in. When he like Rudo could have been someone who when he fell down there he just attacked all of them and killed all of them. Like you're right, like they just instantly kind of brought him in. And I think something that like at least how I see it is that like they down here they like mostly are like they don't deal with a lot of like humans, like they don't have a lot of like human interaction, and like that's that. I mean, like maybe like I don't know, it could just be bad writing, I don't know, but like me trying to think of like a reasoning for maybe why that is the case, like they mostly deal with trash beasts down here, like that's what they're fighting most of the time, right? So like they don't have a lot of human. And if they have dealt with human like if they have had human interaction, it's like been a long time, or it's very few and far like between. So I feel like I don't know, that would be maybe be the thing I could think of potentially for why they would kind of be doing that. But there's been multiple cases now where the cast, they're kind of like, okay, they just go right into Amo, they just follow her or whatever, and then like even they take Rudo in just right away with.
But why would you take off your mask? Why would you trust a girl that you came to pick up and trust her? Like, yeah, take off your mask. I would have still wear my mask. Like, hey, I'm sorry, but I don't know you. I can't just take off my mask. Like, yo, like she's questionable. Like, why would you do that?
Man fell for the trap.
It is fair to it is fair to like, as a viewer, to like kind of call that out and be like, how stupid are you? Like, like, come on, like honestly.
Yeah, like I can agree with that, Nate. Because they don't meet people. They have common sense. They do. They're all very smart. But there's such a community, like a knit community, that if you're in that type of environment where you're so tight with people, you kind of feel like you got to take everyone under your wing and you like convert them, right? So they probably just didn't think anything of it, even though clearly for us, that voice and everything was just sus, and they underestimated her for sure.
Yeah.
So I mean, I get it, but my mom was cute though. Like, shit, like, who wouldn't want to follow her?
Yeah, she definitely cute, but she fucking.
She definitely is. But no, it was a good episode for sure. I'm excited to see what is going to happen next week, since it's like Vash said, there's going to be like 2. Which that guy, what weapon he has? He was like, oh, I don't like using this against my friends. And I'm like, hold up, what you got, dude? Like, what you got that is gonna make them get off this memory lane they have?
I just love everyone's character design. I love how they're all unique.
Yeah.
Like their character design is so interesting.
The powers, the designs. I mean, that's one of the series like strong suits.
Yeah, that we speak very highly of. Like the designs of these characters of Gachiakuta and also Toge and Anki. They have great character design with the power system, so that's one thing I could give always credit. Even if you have questionable dumb characters that believe other characters so fast, we gotta let it slide and attention of disbelief.
No, okay, I will say my only gripe was with Real. Like her, like even like Janka was telling her like the whole time, like, look behind you, and she's just like, bro, I don't know if I could trust anyone. I'm like, bro, just pay attention, and you almost got knocked the fuck out because you weren't paying attention. And she's over here like, also, well, oh my god, that was so close. Oh god.
The ceiling is open. Isn't there, air ventilation? How are we supposed to smell it so concentrated? Like, I know this on the ground, but we have air ventilation that, like, wouldn't the smell already escape, or are we also just ignoring the logic of gravity and air in that part when I ask? Because it's just like the smell, like, I get it, it's supposed to be concentrated in the bottom of where our nose are, but like still there's like literally holes being made by high pressure water. Isn't the smell supposed to evaporate and disappear? Or my logic is ignored there?
No, logic's ignored.
That does sound
that's fair though.
Right. But it could be just an anime.
Her shoes just smell that great.
I'm like, hey. But you know what we could talk about if we move on from Gachiakuta? We could talk about another cutie patootie that explode and kill my girl Ira. We kill our girl Ira. We kill our girl Ira. Hey,
Let me go first, please.
Go ahead. I just want to say we kill Ira, the character I don't like, so we Gucci.
Okay, so let me just start real quick by saying, you are the absolute Riz Lord. On God, I'm gonna make a fucking tier list out of everybody in this fucking season of how they're so goated and Riz Lords, bro. On God, this man didn't get 1 girl, but 2 girls, but now we got a 3rd girl, which I will get to in a fucking second. That shit was gas. And I think that shit happened because, I think Vash can agree with me on this. I want to believe that she doesn't know the language of this world that she lives in.
Yeah.
So she is going to kiss him to learn the language of our world. If you know Teen Titans, you know about Robin and Starfire, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. You know what's up? But yes, my boy got a kiss from another fucking girl, from another fucking girl. Yeah, go.
No, I want to agree. No, cook my G. I just want to say, I'm glad you said it because I said it on Anime Podcast. So on Tuesday, I spoke first. Go ahead, cook my G. I'm okay.
All right, so first things first. That fucking battle was mid-ass. I'm playing. That shit was gas. That shit. Imagine I said that. No.
Never mind. Don't cook. Never mind. Cook. Have it pre-cooked. Never mind.
No, that shit honestly was straight gas. That whole fight sequence with the kaiju and the fucking what we want to refer to as the Buddha Gundam, I guess. It was funny seeing my boy and his backstory, as we all have at one point. Let's be very real with ourselves. We all have at one point to be bullied on something that we may or may not like. But you know, we still stand on fucking business. We don't give a fuck what anybody says about what we love. If my boy loves Gundam, he's gonna enjoy Gundam for the rest of his life. So he's still on business. He said, you know what? I'm gonna take care of it. Beat the Kaiju's ass. It was also nice to see Evil Eye still doing stupid shit as usual. I really want him to see more like engaging with more fights, but it's fine. I guess we'll get that next season. Because we saw that already in the beginning what he can do. But yeah, that whole fight sequence and that hit scene, bro. That shit got just seeing Mr. Ayase's face, bro. Like again, I want to just clarify because it's been talked about on social media. That was already shown in the first season. You know, when she found out about Ken's name, she was like, oh, and you see that background going back, exploding that exact same shit. She sees her boy. She sees her man getting kissed by another woman. She fucking destroys a nanotech. Shit blows up.
But
Again,
also,
we get the exact same sequence.
Did you notice the nanotech turned into a heart right before it exploded? Because it showed her the visualization
Imagining the heart,
that she crushed because she's pissed. Because she's pissed of what happened in the back. So I'm not gonna repeat what Crash said. He spoke very highly of the fight, the emotional scene. The one thing I'm a bit confused is that so it's a Godzilla mech alien, but it's not really a mech. It's a suit that looks like it. But did the golden ball get sucked by the Godzilla mech, aka the girl, or what did the golden ball do? That's what I'm curious for next season. We don't really have to, because I know Man God is a manga reader. I forgot who else is, so we don't really have to get into spoiler territory. But I really am curious to see how season 3 goes. Walken was speaking very highly that he's excited for the big stuff coming. But the one thing I'm happy that this is happening is because this is a manga on Jump Plus. For anybody that don't remember, Jump Plus is for more young adults for the story. For the story purposes. When it comes to Shonen Jump manga, that's more for teenagers and everything for the story. That's why we don't get kisses like we do in Jump Plus stories. So I'm really glad that this happened for Okarun and Momo, because this is gonna character development. It's gonna improve. It's gonna push her.
I fucking hope so.
It's gonna push her where instead of asking for instead of asking for a selfie, she's gonna, hey, can you go with me on a date? Can you go on my date?
We're gonna speak on that. We're gonna speak on that.
At least they kiss. At least she's jealous that somebody else
When I
kissing.
see it.
So I'm just saying when somebody
Can I
last
just say
week.
for the record? Can I just say for the record? Ayase did kiss Ken first. So if we're going on who kissed who first, you know what? She got first dibs.
It was accidental
So if
kiss.
they're gonna fight each other, fight type
Does
shit.
that count?
Oh, 100%
Accidental
that
kiss.
counts. Oh,
But they probably don't count it. They probably don't
count.
count. Us as fans count it, but do they themselves count it without them knowing that they're
In
still
the future
awkward
they
around?
will. In the future they will.
Only
Because
time will tell.
let's be real. I want to help Copium just like I do with Retro Girlfriend. I want to believe for them. I want to
glad
ship
for
this.
you're on that drug, but I'm gonna pass it to our manga reader, Mega Grem. How did you feel about this execution of Danadan coming to a close?
It was good, man. We got to see my boy Nate pilot a mech really well. Is singing. I'm guessing has to be singing another Gundam reference, right, the whole time. He morphed it into a different mecha. I gotta assume it's probably, again, I don't watch a lot of Gundam, but I'm assuming he morphed it into another form that's a little bit closer to an actual Gundam form, and then, you know, kind of showed what he could do. He hit the saucy moves at the end, the way he pulls out the glasses.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro! I need extra glasses in my shirt that I can just pull out, man. That would, bro. Everybody
Bro,
here who wears
smooth.
glasses, everyone here who wears glasses, you know you need that.
Oh,
Like just a couple extras, bro. Just pull them out.
But also, man, God, I love how you brought that scene brought up, because the scene right before that, Momo was trying to ask him something. He literally said, "Hold up, bitch!
turned her
Don't get me
off, bro.
distracted.
It
I need to
was
lock in. I need to
bro.
lock in and be in this mecha."
It was my favorite scene. I was watching this with the Weebs and Dweebs and with Neko, and I remember the scene where they did that. You just heard it, cause like I heard them. They both went, "Oh shit! He just told that bitch to shut up." Cause he,
No, it was literally like The Rock, dude. It was literally like The Rock where he's like, "Shut up, bitch."
Know your place.
Literally,
Exactly. And like,
yeah.
shut up, bitch. Know your place. And it's just like, yo, look. I've been in
She
there
started
sometimes with
dogging,
my
bro.
wife where I'm locked in. My wife trying to get my attention, like, yo, I'm sorry, babe. you know the rules. If I'm locked in, touch my shoulder or put your hand around so I can see. But if I'm locked in, don't bother me. Wait until I'm done. I'll be like, hey, how can I help you? I will be your Superman. But if I'm locked in, I'm not gonna be able to focus. So I get it. When Kenta said like shut the door, lock in, he said, yo, we getting beat up by Godzilla. You wanna butt in or let me do my thing? And he did his thing.
He stood on business.
He stood on business. He did his thing, but then he got shut up himself because the
Yeah.
two girls decided that he was doing it wrong. They
Yeah.
said everybody knows you don't punch a kaiju, you suplex it. And you know, fair enough.
No, he
Fair enough.
Bowsered him. Actually, that was funny.
no,
I
wait, no.
They did the
Wasn't that the
full-on Gay
Sasuke?
Bowser first.
Isn't that Sasuke what he did to Rock? No, wasn't that what Sasuke does to Rock Lee or Rock Lee does to somebody when they?
No, it's
throws
a
in-
One Piece thing. They straight up did Luffy's what's it called, the Gumu Gumu no
the
like,
twist
hammer,
one, right? Right. The
yeah,
twist
where he
one, break it
twists
down.
his
Yeah.
arms all the way up and he does it all the way. Yeah, that's
I thought that's a
straight up
reference.
a One Piece move.
I
No,
saw
but
that.
the move before that, like where they got his tail and they like twist like
Yeah, they
that
did
was
the-
the Bowser thing. That was the Nintendo 64 where you had to beat his ass that
Yeah,
way. But you just had
so
to,
long, Gay Bowser, that one.
yeah, that was
And
funny.
for the
to me.
suplex one was a WE reference. I'm like,
It was.
sorry, not WE pro wrestling either way. Wrestling reference. Just seeing a suplex. I don't know why. Just seeing a suplex in any type of media as a wrestler reference just always brings the whole something in my heart. Like, yay.
That was great.
Good fight, good fight. I look, that whole sequence was awesome. Also, when he put the glasses on, or even him walking in, you
Oh,
could
yeah,
hear the
yeah,
music.
Yo,
He
he
was saucy, bro.
That, well, just not. Well, he put the glasses on the Gundam, and you can hear the music of the Gundam thing where they kind of like the time card. Yeah, they're like dun, dun, dun. It's so. It was cute. I was like, oh yeah, yep. They know what they're doing with the Gundam references.
At first, when they had the glasses on it, like, cause, like, I was like, okay, this is like Gurren Lagann-esque, right? I'd be like Kamina. But like then when you saw like later in the episode, because at first I was like, oh, this could be like Zeta Gundam kind of thing or whatever. Obviously they had the glasses that like, but then like you had the glasses like glowing kind of like red, like when like they kind of combined all of them into one, like, because that was something we learned also with this, was that like the robot or like the nanotech or whatever like that he was using like could use the powers of like the other characters that are piloting it or whatever, which was like really cool. But like when we saw that and the glasses started like glowing red and they had like that tint, I was like, okay, this is literally like Gurren Lagann, like 100%.
Yeah. Cool scene.
It
Like,
had a lot of references for sure.
Yeah.
if you're
So
a
that-
mecha lover or like Transformer, Gundam, Voltron, any of these mechs, any of these type of big Zords, you will enjoy this type of arc of the Godzilla of episode 10, 11, and 12. So you enjoy.
100%.
And also, hey, you open a big suit and kiss a girl too.
In conclusion, John season 2 was
I
fucking
think
great.
he got kissed. I don't think it
No,
kissed.
I would not keep hearing
That is
this
true.
season
That
2.
is true. That is
it's
true.
Season 1, man.
That is
It's
true. Thank you.
season
This
one.
is, no, no. This is season one. Thank you. I agree with Neko.
No,
Don't matter
I am
how
tired of
Crunchyroll.
it.
You can't count Crunchyroll just because they announced it as season 2. This is literally season 1 with 24
is core
episodes.
2.
This is core
It's
2.
core 2.
Crash. No matter
That's
how
why
much
the
you're gonna prove it
parallel-
to.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with everyone calling Mushoku Tensei season 3 that came. No, it was season 2. All right, stop.
Yeah.
We need to stop.
Yeah.
We need to stop.
Just because they all aired in 4 different seasons does not mean it's 4 seasons. All
The
right?
same thing with Dr.
Yeah.
Stone. Core 3 is still season
Yeah.
4. It's just core 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
so
haven't
I'm
announced it
tired
season
'cause-
5 because
look,
you told me yourself, Mr. Rent-A-Girlfriend fan, that the next season is season 4 part 2, but they counted it as season 5. So would you still call that season 4 part 2, or would you call that season 5?
I mean, if it's like part 2 of the season 1, all right, fine. I don't know why Crunchyroll's putting it season 2. I genuinely don't care. It's been.
I think it's just. I think for marketing, it's probably
Yeah,
easier.
yeah, it's
to,
marketing
like,
because
kinda-
budget makes it different. The budget is where
Fine.
we're classified for the
I-
contract. Yes, if we want to get logistics, the reason they called it season 2 and everything is for contract and differences of what the budget for each episode is already established for the next season. That's why. But
I
when it
feel
comes
like-
for us as viewers, it's just season 1 with 24 episodes.
I feel like for like the average normal viewer, like if you see like a thing like Don Core 2, like you're gonna be more drawn into Don season 2 more
Yes.
than like
Yeah.
it being labeled like that. I feel like so.
But
Season
the
1 was
only reason-
peak. Season 1 was so peak.
look, the
Yeah,
only
the whole
reason
season,
I-
yeah, peak.
The only reason I bring this up too is because people keep saying like, oh, well, there's some people, right? There's some people like, oh, this season has felt a little more flat than season one, but no, it's because they're together. Like when there's a different new season, yes, it'll pop off way more. But since this is together, of course, like it's not gonna be as high as the fourth core. This core has been amazing for me personally.
Same.
People were like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not the same as season one, which no,
Right.
of course not. It's with season one. That's why it doesn't feel entirely as different. That's why next season will feel way more different than this first season because it's about to go into way more deeper things. More, it's gonna get crazy. So that I feel like
Two new
people were
in
complaining
the
about
crew,
that.
man.
That's what I'm saying. And so I think a lot of
this
people were complaining
household,
about
like,
that.
bro, Kinta in there now.
Yes,
her in there,
it's about to be
dude,
so
what
fun.
the fuck,
Yo,
man?
So
I see the
The
spoilers
house-
for the
And
next
now
season, so I know.
we got a freaking misunderstanding. We got like, because I know people
Yeah.
are gonna be like, oh, now it's a harem. I was
No.
making that joke after. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah,
oh, it's a
sorry.
harem.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
no,
Here we
it's
go.
probably not gonna be that,
It's
but
not.
it is a misunderstanding,
Nah.
and the author loves doing shit like this. So like,
That
Don't
and
worry,
also this
don't worry.
house just has to have a dorm now for the guests.
no, literally.
Like grandma, just
yo,
make
we
dorm
gonna
rooms.
get we gonna get some like nanotech like extension.
No, for
By the
real,
way,
please.
no one's really talking about this, which is kind of upsetting. I miss Turbo Granny. I haven't seen her in a minute, man. Like,
Well, even
I
our
wish to see her.
granny, where they at? Where they both at?
No, they told us that she's doing like some type of surprise or some type of TV special.
for a show,
Yeah,
though.
for a show
Yeah,
she's
it
doing.
seems special.
Most
miss both of
likely,
them.
Maybe
Mo-
that's something different though. Maybe
yeah,
there's something
most
else.
likely Turbo Grandma's
OVA,
already.
OVA, let's see more.
Wait. Also, I wanted to shout out Evil Eye, bro. Evil Eye is hilarious these last 2 episodes. Oh my god,
The
he's
physical
so funny.
comedy, bro.
It's a ton of
Like
fight.
he
It's a ton of
really
fight.
is.
It's a ton of fight.
Like
It's a ton
I
of fight.
If you really
Stop
pay
fight.
attention to him, like,
He's
cause
just
sometimes
doing
he's
some
off in the
random
corner.
shit in
Yeah,
the
sometimes
background.
he's off in the corner, like in the
yes, he's
background.
so
Like,
fun. He's so
but like,
cute.
I'm always paying attention to that motherfucker.
Yes,
Like, and like
his
see what goofy
faces-
shit he's doing.
Yes, his faces and like the punching. I'm like, bro, yo, chill. And even Gigi's on the ground, spread out, just
Yeah.
clapping his
Hey,
feet.
yeah,
Like,
look at
they're,
this.
like they both are silly and they're perfect. Like just a duo. And I look, y'all. I feel like people don't praise them enough. Like Evil Eye and Gigi a good combo and they're funny.
Yeah. I
Like-
feel like there wasn't enough love thrown to Evil Eye.
Yes,
I think,
Evil
yeah,
Eye is the
I
goal.
really
Oh,
bro.
he's
Yeah.
good. I think we will give him more love next week when we talk about the whole season overall. We could give our score when it comes to season 1 and 2. I mean, quarter 1, quarter 2 compared. So we could talk about it next week during our tier list because I know we're gonna review each of the shows that's that's already finished. So I think we'll give more love to the characters that wasn't there in this episode 12, but as an overall. So I think we have more time next week.
No, I just meant in general too, but no, for sure. No, I think we all, Evil Eye is so funny, and I honestly, I was like, Okurun, just let him fight the kaiju, bro, like just for the one
you
time.
can't
He almost
Like,
did.
I know he
did
can't.
it.
I know, and I was like, come on. And even he was almost gonna let him. He was like, you know what, Evil Eye, just for this one time. But no, someone came. The girls came in clutch, so he
Yeah,
didn't
they
have to
did.
do that. So
Exactly.
yeah, Evil Eye's the go, and this whole series the
got-
go. Yeah.
Yeah. I got one question for all of y'all that don't know nothing. What do you think of our new kaiju girl?
I don't.
He could be a hit or miss. She could
I-
be a hit or miss.
Hit or
Well, for
miss?
me,
Okay.
I can't. Not say I don't have no quorum or thoughts about it. It's just that all I see was antennas.
Just-
I
just
don't really
eight.
have. Yeah, like I don't have any crazy theory to really bring up. She looks like she's gonna be an obstacle for Momo. I do agree with Crash. The same theory I gave in Animated podcast, saying that she did a Starfire thing to touch or learn the language of the show or of Japan where they are. But from there on, I don't know if she's gonna have the Godzilla mecha power. I thought that power was gonna probably go to Kenta, is how he became, or how he's gonna join the team. He's even like a little chopped liver there, so I don't really have any much theory, like other than she has antennas, she's in a mecha suit, Godzilla. Where's the bow at? That's the most I got.
I mean, I think like, well, at least for me, I'm just like, okay, I don't think she's like obviously trying to get with like Okurun or anything like that. It's just gonna be a misunderstanding type thing that obviously Momo's gonna get all worked up about. So I'm curious, like I really hope at least they don't like drag that shit on in the next season for a while. But like I know Vash said that like, oh, this would be a good way for them to hopefully further develop Okurun and her his relationship, and I hope that is the case. But also like there's a part of me that's kind of like scared that like they're gonna freaking drag this shit out when it's just like probably a misunderstanding once we actually learn more about her. But yeah, I mean, I can't really say much. But people, you know, some people kind of anime onlys hating on her and whatnot because she's coming in like this. I don't know if they're hating her or they're hating or like the writing, the situation thing, and them kind of putting Momo through this or like the relationship.
The show just ended. The fuck?
But
I don't know, man. My thing is, this is literally how Aina started in too. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But
It'll be fine.
yeah, I am curious about her though. Obviously, like, origins and things like that. But
I guess my other thing, people were praising that, you know, the studio fixed her suit, which I saw in the manga is fine. Like her suit is fine. People were like praising that the anime fixed it. I'm like,
What do you think?
Just for showing-
I don't even know what the difference is.
the difference is that she doesn't show skin in the anime. Like in the original one, she does show skin, but
Fuck.
it was like, come on, guys. Like, is this what we're doing now? Like for showing legs, skin, and arm?
yeah, everybody just nitpicks everything. And
Anyway,
compares
Sakamoto days,
everything
am I
and
right?
just- yeah.
Sakamoto
Season 3
days.
will be there, or if you want to call it season 2, we won't get mad at you either. Donna for the
Whatever floats your
Season
boat,
4.
guys.
It's season 4, guys. Come on. Don't be dumb.
Season
She's
4.5.
cute. She looks cute. She looks cute. I'm excited.
There's gonna be a movie, and then it's gonna be season 4. We already know. Anyway, Sakamoto days. What the hell? They're trying to recruit two of my favorite boys. Like, what is this? Trying to recruit my girl and my favorite boy. What is
Yeah,
this?
same. I'm not a fan
Outta
of that.
here.
Like, bro, hop off the D.
Brother, ew.
I'm not a fan of that. Slur, get out.
What's my boy, man? Slur, get out of here. No one likes you.
Yeah, Slur, that's why you died, and then you know people forgot about you.
I'm gonna be honest. That's all I got for this. It was kind of
Same. No, like that's a bad thing.
To leave off the like, I know.
Hold on.
They did give us that tease for the next. Like they didn't even officially announce the next part. Or
They just teased it.
like that. Yeah, they just kind of teased it. They pulled like a Vinland Saga, like season 1, where at like the end they showed you a glimpse, but they didn't even announce the next season.
Oh.
Like other series have done that too.
Oh.
But
Are we not gonna talk about? Oh,
I was about to say, yeah, we can't. We gotta mention homeboy going into the school like looking like his wife.
trans
Kinda
now.
like that.
My boy just went the other way.
He's looking
I
pretty
thought,
cute.
yo, Crash was
I don't know
hating
why.
on that, bro. I thought Crash. I was like, this is some cool. Like this is some shit assassins be doing, bro. They
Yeah,
disguise- they
like,
disguise
bro,
themselves.
we
Yeah,
have
because
seen
I'm
this.
gonna dress up as a girl and go like try to go incognito. Like I
You
can't
gotta
just do.
what you gotta do.
We literally have seen this in
No,
Mission
mom
Impossible.
could literally do
Tom
that on
Cruise.
show.
No, she can't. The mom can't. She has no assassin
The
skills.
daughter can do that. Train them.
No,
You're an
my God.
assassin.
But he
No,
doesn't
no,
want
no,
to.
no, no,
Better than
no,
that.
The
no,
point,
no,
the
no.
point was to
They don't
marry
have
a
that
wife
much
that's
time.
not
You
part
guys
of the
talk about
assassin.
nitpicking. I'm gonna be nitpicking. I'm just sorry. Look, let Sakamoto sit this one out. We know he's the GOAT. Put somebody else at the fucking table and let them show how fucking great they are as an assassin. I'm tired of the meat riding with Sakamoto. I'm sorry.
It deals-
I
No,
said-
man, writing. You
It
are
deals-
being
I give
cryptic.
a fuck. I give a.
You'll be a hypocrite as an
A.
assassin. Because we see this in Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible as assassins. They literally changed their identity to investigate the different
Yeah,
organization. That's an
It's
assassin
a
move.
assassin thing, yeah.
Slur, please kill this man. I'm sick of him. I'm really. I'm just. That's all I really gotta say about that. I don't like where this is going with this direction. But hey, unfortunately, I got to see this for a third season, or whatever, season 2.5, whatever fuck y'all gonna call it. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna be fucking great to see.
Yo, that's funny. That's funny.
Other than
Yeah,
that,
I mean, to leave off the core, it wasn't like anything crazy. I feel like.
Nah. I mean,
like, they
baddie
did give us-
Sakamoto.
Yeah, we got that, and then we also got the bit with the fake
Shin?
Sakamoto fangirl like realizing that it was Sakamoto.
yeah, she was
that
like
bit,
questioning her
yeah.
identity now. Like, wait a minute, he's fat.
Yeah.
You know, you should
Like,
never
I
meet
was
your
a fan
heroes.
of
Type of
somebody
Fat
thing.
shaming,
fat
shame
or
on you.
whatever. Yeah, fat shaming. Crazy.
Shame on you.
Crazy. In this year.
You know, she could get
25?
recruited by Slayer, honestly, but not the
Yeah.
other.
You look cool.
The other guy's cool. She can get recruited by Slayer. We can deal with her later.
Yeah.
But speaking of my hate for Sakamoto, I wanted to bring out this one Easter egg which is really cool, where Shin was in the bathroom, like we saw in that little preview at the very end, and he was
bro.
reading like a Sakamoto Days manga. I was like, y'all breaking the fourth wall here too? I already hate you guys as it is, but you want to just bring that up? Like, okay, fine, whatever. Do you? I guess I don't even know what volume it was. I think it was volume 4. Maybe I was paying attention that much, but hey, whatever. Do you? I guess.
It wasn't a real cover, but
know,
it did have the name.
yeah.
That was
That wasn't a real
stupid to me.
cover, which I feel like that's kind of like a missed piece. Like you should have done like a cover from the volume 4 or the arc that you're doing. You should have done like a cover from there. Would have been cool. Little nice Easter egg for the fans, for the manga readers, but it is what it is. But I love how he said, "Oh, I'm having my school experience. I'm gonna get bullied in the bathroom. Oh, but you're too weak." I'm like, I guess, sure, funny.
Now this is like, I don't know. I feel like the beginning of this part, like I feel like overall this part was definitely a lot better than the first part. I think we can all
Agreed.
probably agree on
100
that.
times.
Especially like the way it started off, like the first like however many episodes of this part, I really freaking enjoyed. I still enjoyed the later bits, but I feel like, you know, I'm gonna sit here and say again, like for the next season when it does come out, like the content that we're gonna have with Sakamoto, and they've already teased it with Slur and that past, and even Rion, her past as well, like the three of them. And how they were like a trio, and like what's behind that, like that's gonna be one of the big things it's gonna hit on coming, you know, into the next season. So that's definitely some really good content in the future. So whenever that new season does get announced, you know, we're in for, or anime onlys are in for like a treat for sure when it comes to that. Even other things as well, but that's one of the standout things for sure.
And also, not anime related, but it's connected to Sakamoto. Just congrats that is getting a anime film. Congrats for it.
Oh, live action.
wait,
right?
really?
Yeah, live action.
Oh,
Yes, it's getting
live action.
It's getting live action. So we did speak about that for anime podcast, but it relates to this right now. So I wanted to give a big shout out.
I feel
to
like
I could do
Sakamoto
that.
Days is something that could work out.
But
Well.
what I
I'm
wonder,
not-
what I
I'm not
said,
gonna sit here
are you
and
gonna have
be
an actor that's
hopeful,
chubby,
but-
or are you gonna have two actors, a chubby one and a skinny one,
Oh,
or
yeah, that is
skinny
good.
one
They'll
and he,
sit- they'll sit
and he
the
give
eye
them a
up.
fat suit?
You shoot a bunch of scenes like as when the actor's fat, and then all right, you got to lose some weight now, and we'll shoot the scenes where you're skinny,
That'd be
or you
interesting.
got like a fat suit. Or
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, are we gonna do
Yeah.
like our boy
Medea.
Eddie Murphy? Eddie Murphy did.
Oh yeah.
Big Mama. Come on, you can't forget
I was
Big
gonna say
Mama.
Albert.
No, I was
Albert
gonna say
too?
Peanut, whatever.
Yeah.
Or-
Albert too, but you know, Big Mama. You know, Big Mama House. That also works too. But if we don't got no more for Sakamoto days, I think we could transfer to our drama, thriller, psychological, honorable mentions. Anybody?
Oh.
Can I start out? I'm sorry.
I was gonna
Let me
say
think
Aunt
about-
Shirley, but that shit ain't really honorable.
Damn, damn, bro.
I genuinely, hand to
Damn.
God, want to know Gremlin's take on Hotel Inhuman, the third part of this. I really want to know how you felt about that anime.
I'll let you know next week.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't catch up either, so but I wish we
I
could-
can speak on it, but if you honestly, we can just skip it because I personally don't have nothing to say on it. I really don't know what's the whole hype.
Well, okay, then I'll start out with my Denken Megura, you know, my little treat. Oh man, this episode was really cool because it just kind of ends off the arc of like the merfolk, which I mentioned like I guess 2 weeks ago now, which was really cool. I mean, you get to find out now that our boy was a god. I thought initially that he just died and was like rejected by like the afterlife for some reason, and that's why he's collecting these souls. But no, apparently he was a god before, and that's why he can't even drink liquor. Which, when they brought that up, I was like, oh, I just thought it was like a sin now because he's dead and is rejected from the afterlife. But I guess because I correlate him with Yato too much from Noragami, I'm like, well, Yato was drinking like what? But no, I guess yeah. Apparently, no. Since he's like, you know, usually like alcohol's for like the gods and stuff like that. Since now he's a fallen god, he can't have it because it's like disrespectful and all that. So it's like interesting. I was like, whoa. So that's why he can do all these like interesting things. And plus, even with him being a fallen god, he is just very friendly. Like he's just a very helpful guy and everything. So now I'm curious what happened to him. He's been living and causing these like effects since like now decades. He's like, whoa, actually I used to like be here before. I used to travel here, and I actually made this legend by accident. And sometimes I like stick my nose into things, and I make things either good or bad. So I don't know. It's like getting little by little Megura's like history has been so interesting and pretty cool, and just the effects he has on everyone in these time, even from modern times. Like it's kind of cute. I don't know. It's been a fun time, and I'm really like, I know we're getting 24 episodes of this, so now I'm like, ooh, like how is he gonna go back to being a god, or is he gonna be happy just being where he is now, and also if he is a fallen god, why does he need the souls then? And why is he collecting it? Is it because does his life, I don't know, shorten?
And by the way, can you remind me what name of the anime you're talking about again?
It's called Denken no Megura. Denken no
It's her
Megura.
old reliable.
My old reliable. Hey man, look, it's been fun. I think I would recommend it. It's really a good time. I think I like the themes too that they go into.
It sounds
It's really
interesting because I love Norse/Greek mythology.
Yeah.
So you just literally might have hooked me in just because of you talking about like Norse Greek mythology. So it's like I might check it out. And now you're saying 24 episodes. I'm like, I have
Yeah.
I'm like, I will check that for week 1 or October if that's the case. Because from now after this podcast until our tier list episode chat, I'm gonna tell you now, I have 36 episodes of anime to watch so I can finish the other stuff I'm behind on for the tier list. So trust me, I'm not gonna add anything else right now. I'm good.
That's fair. That's fair. But no, it's, I don't know. It's been. I think this episode was really good, and even with Yae-chan putting the island people in place, even though you get to find out like, oh, they were going through their own things too, which it still isn't right for what they did with the island. But also the island people, they were almost going to go in this riot of like, oh, it's your guys' fault. You guys tricked us, and Yae-chan's dad like put it down. He's like, no, we were dumb, and they got us. They got us good. We fell for the traps, and now we gotta help our kids. And like we failed them basically, and now we gotta like, go from the ground up and kind of bring the island together and actually work together. Let's not do this trickery anymore and all that. So I don't know. I think it really ended the arc really well. I wanted them to die, honestly. I wanted the whole family to die.
Damn.
I was sick
my
of y'all. I was
God.
like, you literally like bullied this kid to almost unalive himself. Like that's disgusting. And you've actually like kind of unalived a lot of more people from this island for years. That is disgusting work just because you believe only in your bloodline and stuff like that. It's just disgusting. So honestly, I was ready for them to be gone. But Megura's a nice person, so he kind of like helped them try to get another chance. And also, just the island and Yae-chan's dad was a clutch. He's been a clutch since the time they even been here, just putting that wisdom down. So yeah, I don't know. It's been a good time. I'm so happy I'm getting more. And if Vash, you're gonna join, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool.
Oh no.
But yeah.
Yeah, I said Aunt Shirley, but that shit wasn't really honorable.
You don't want to talk about
I mean,
it?
the best thing about it is that the Roy bit is probably over now. Thankfully.
Yeah.
I just don't see how I just don't see myself like even if, well, I'm not gonna say if, like when Anne and Gilbert get together finally, because it's gonna
It's
happen.
not, you don't think it's deserved?
And let this shit go on for 3 years.
Like I want it to happen. I'm gonna be happy about it, but I'm just saying like I just don't see myself with for one episode to kind of handle, obviously, like, because they'll probably have a bit with Roy and how he's gonna handle it, and probably something with his mom that they introduced in the family and like their reactions to all this going on, and then obviously we have the bit with Gilbert still and that whole deal. So like to wrap up what still needs to be wrapped up, I feel like, and even the wedding with what's her name,
Phil
yeah, like there's that, like there's still like a lot of things I feel like they've kind of been talking about or that are still going on that have to be wrapped up, and to do that all in one episode,
fair.
like yeah, the Gilbert and Ann thing's gonna happen and I'm gonna feel happy about it, but I feel like I don't know, like it's not gonna be probably as focused on as it should have been, in my opinion. Like this should have been something episodes ago that I don't know, like this whole Roy arc, and like I don't know, I was way more excited. Like I was kind of excited about the university bit, honestly, like, but
Yeah.
especially like with the characters like growing up, especially with like the characters growing up, I'm like, okay, like this could actually be really interesting. And then like I feel like this has been like my least favorite part in the series. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I feel
The
you.
journey was not fun for you.
maybe
That's
maybe they'll bring me back a little bit with Anne and Gilbert, at the end. But like, bro, like you only have one episode, and like we're probably not even gonna get that much of it because there's still other things that need to be like. There's still like loose ends, and I don't know. But I am glad that this Roy bit is over.
Yeah.
For sure. But
I think my thing is, right, like, I felt like this whole arc was super rushed. I felt like Anne knew off rip, like we saw it, that she knew that this wasn't the person for her.
Mhm.
Like
she let him on
figured it
still.
out really quick, and she let him on for 3 years. Like I feel
Which is
like,
wild.
yeah, I feel like Anne's just kind of tainted in my book. Like
I can't even blame you.
I feel like she's like I don't know, man. She kind of
Like we've been hating on Roy, but I don't know, bro. Like
I don't
Yeah.
hate Roy. I think Roy.
Yeah, Roy's a good
little
guy.
cringy, and there's nothing wrong with him. But Anne though, oy,
it is kind of a
Anne kind of lost me, bro.
Big yikes. Big
Yeah.
yikes.
Damn,
I
look,
can't,
guys.
I can't really blame Grem for saying that.
Nah,
feeling that
I don't,
way,
I
'cause
don't, I don't blame you.
I'm kind of with him.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've been with that too. I don't know. I guess, and honestly, I don't know. I get it, cause it'd be like that. But even I would understand that. No, if I don't feel anything like this for this guy, why am I gonna force it? Why? Like it's gonna
For
hurt.
3 years.
Yeah, it's
She
gonna
was
hurt.
like, were you
3
that
years.
stuck on this dream life you
Right.
wanted for like
Yeah.
for that long?
Mhm.
To suffer for that long? Like to have your emotions be all in a freaking
Yeah.
jumble for that long? Like, bro.
Yeah. That's what, and I get it. I get why Phil was even mad at her, right? For like with the flower thing, and even
Yeah.
mad at Gilbert. But I was like, I think Gilbert was just giving the flower thing to finally like let go of his love for her and finally move on
Yeah,
with this
like,
other
that was
chick.
it.
Like
Yeah.
that, that was just his like
And
party.
now
Of,
Anne's gonna be like, psych, psych, Roy. And now this poor girl that's been with Gilbert and they've been hitting it off, like, poor
Yeah.
her.
yeah.
Like, thanks, Anne.
Didn't they? If I remember correctly, didn't we
Mhm.
get kind of at the end of the episode? They mentioned that Gilbert was gonna get proposed to, and it didn't happen. Like Gilbert
'Cause
was
it's
gonna
something.
No,
propose to her, and it
I
didn't
thought
happen.
Phil said that they were getting engaged or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't happen, and it just didn't happen.
I
Is
think.
that what, I think
I don't
all I
remember.
remember
Yeah.
honestly is that she said like, oh, they were gonna get
They-
engaged. Didn't you hear
yeah.
about that? Like, she
Yeah,
They
I
said
think-
that
yeah.
the rumor was that Gilbert was gonna propose, and then when the day passed, they said for some reason it didn't happen.
Oh,
Like-
okay. I didn't. I thought she said, "Well, didn't you?" Yeah, like Nate. I don't know. Maybe you're right though. I didn't remember.
yeah, that could yeah. I don't remember, but the only thing I remember is Phil being like, oh,
Oh
like
man.
yeah,
I
like
didn't
they
know
were
that
gonna
was
get
Joe's
engaged.
son.
Like, didn't you hear about that? Like, people have been talking about it or whatever.
Yeah.
And of course that had to be the thing, bro. I hate. So this is a thing in a lot of Western movies. Oh my God, the man I like is about to get married.
Oh.
I have
yeah.
to stop it.
Yeah.
I gotta go stop the
Bro.
wedding
I
and
don't know
say,
that time.
I
Outta
don't
here,
approve. I don't approve.
No, I
Bro.
don't.
And that's what
Jacked.
pushed Anne over the edge to finally like say no to him, which is so bro. You
is.
led him on for so long that he gets down on that knee, and you can sit there and go, no, and then walk away.
I love Amelia. I love Amelia.
That's funny.
Crazy.
Yo, I love Amelia exactly. I
It's
love
great.
Amelia.
It's great, dude. Anyways, no, that was sad. I think I feel you. That's why it hurts every time I hear Karuko in Fragrant. I'm like, fucking Anne.
Yeah, no, Anne really's Anne's on my shit. You know what? Because we have a wrestling fan here, I just gotta say, Anne made the list, and there's
I mean, it definitely like it doesn't fully like ruin her character, but like it definitely there's like a blemish there. Like you can't like erase like a lot of the other
Exactly.
content we've had, but like there is a big like blemish on her character.
look.
No, for
All you gotta say is, Anne Shirley, you just made the list.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not for sure. I agree with you guys for sure.
I got a quick honorable mention before we head to the main, because I really want to get to the main as well too. I did see There's No Way I'll Be Your Lover. I think I'd seen it with somebody here. I don't remember who. But
Oh, it was me and you, I think.
Oh, I
I think, yeah, I haven't seen a lot of anime with a lot of my co-hosts in a very long time, so it just so happened we saw this one together, and I'm very fucking upset about this goddamn trope that happens every single time.
The thing is, bro, like, can we just talk about how Mai's like, all right, bro, I'm gonna need you to understand that you like her. That way I have some real competition. Because Satsuki was not competition. So I'm gonna need you to step up and be my competition to drive us closer together, please, all right? And I'm gonna sit back because I respect you. So I'm gonna say, hey, maybe talk to my girl. My girl. I mean, you're a girl. Yeah, you can go ahead and talk to her. You know, like, bro, this is the one character thing I'll say. I read the light novel. We all know this. I do not understand why Mai stepped back for her, because Mai is very clearly knows that they like each other, and sits there and goes, "All right, I'm gonna play matchmaker. Go on, go ahead. You like her, right? You like her, right?" Like, I don't know.
I feel like it's like a pride thing right now. Like I don't know how to describe this anime anymore because it's like it's one of those kind of situations where I don't know who to root for anymore. I really genuinely don't. I just kind of like it could be a harem. It could be she chooses one of the three girls, maybe fourth girl, or she chooses nobody because she just wants to be a friend. But is not a boy girl be friends now? It's can a girl be friends now? And no, definitely not as anime can it be friends. It's gonna be more than friends, and definitely with that, spicy scene with the bathtub and the hot springs. Like we're just seeing that like this girl who is trying to be not an introvert anymore, trying to be an extrovert is very, very difficult to do that. But at the same time, it's like there's something about her that she's just raising up all these girls without raising them up, and I don't know. I'm kind of like I feel very indifferent about it. I'm so weirded. Like it's like I like it and I want to continue, but at the same time, kind of like, can't she just shoot somebody and kind of just focus on her? Because
yes,
we would assume Mai would be the main, right? But you got somebody like Cena, who she's great. I don't think she's bad by any means. I would root for her. There's a lot of characteristics about this girl that she's very, very cute, attractive, personality is bubbly. Even Koto, the black hair girl, like there was nothing wrong with her. Like she was assertive. She stood on her business, even though she liked Mai, but she's starting to like, Mori, and I feel that I like so that I didn't really not dislike her. There's a lot of these characters that I really vibe with, but the anime is just doing something where it's like I can't like them all at once, and at the same time I want to like just one, but I can't do that at the same time either. So, and that really killed it for me too, where at the very end of the episode where it's like Senna was like trying to confess to Mori right there, but the train just had fucking passed by. Woo! You don't hear it. It's like, bro, I'm tired of this fucking trope.
Dude, as soon as we saw they were at the station, me and you were sitting there watching.
I was like, bro, watch $20.
It's gonna
$20.
It's gonna you're not gonna be able to hear. What did you say? I didn't make that out. Yeah. Every time.
Bro, I'm tired of it. Like we're on episode 11. Just
it's such a trash like.
I gotta be so honest with you boys.
Like, you know how much it took for her to muster up the courage probably to say that?
At episode 11, exactly. At episode 11, like, bro, come on.
Especially after what just happened with Mai and kind of the realization that she's like, oh, like, shit, like, if I want to make any kind of move or, like, I gotta do it, like, now, or I gotta do it soon. You know? And then, like, that happens. Like, of course.
I gotta be honest with you boys, my least favorite trope in specifically, and I don't know why this is a thing, but in specifically Yuri light novels, is they cannot pick a girl for the main girl to date. You have to introduce at least 15 more.
What?
Because
yeah.
My neck literally went left to right. I was literally staring at my laptop just to make sure my emo something. Then when I hear 15 obstacles of girls, my neck went, who?
Yeah.
I want you to know that, okay, so there are more than one Yuri light novels that I read. And the very first volume is all about the main girl, the girl that the main girl's going to end up with, right? It's always an entire volume. Then the second volume, guess what? 2 more get introduced. Why? then the next one, 3 more. Then the next one, 2 more. Then
that's
the
why
next
I can
one,
never get into
it's
them.
like, bro, it's like,
bro, that's too.
It's like, bro, why can't we just stay with the first one, man? Why can't we just build a relationship? Why can't we? Look, that's all I want in my light novels, romance, is let me have them get together, volume 1, and then like build the relationship from that. Now that being said, there is a really good light novel that does that, and so I'm eating good. So yeah, but it's very few. I think that's a problem with Japanese media is they don't want to commit because it feels like the thought process is that if the ship becomes real, then there's no more intrigue in the series.
Yeah, the story.
And I just think that's not right.
Because the only thing banking on this now is just the fan service, and even
I
then,
think-
there are more better fan service enemies out
For
there.
me,
than
with this
is.
series, freaking every girl that's got introduced, it just becomes more apparent to me that they're better options than Mai.
That and also like for
Yeah.
myself, chat.
In my opinion.
I haven't chimed in much, but it's because I haven't watched since episode 3. Not because the series is whack. It's just that, like what Manga Grem says, like the obstacles, it just gets overturned. I'm a Latino here. I watch telenovelas. I know drama very well. I know Crash, Manga Grem, and Neko could speak on this with me, that we know drama very well. With telenovela, they're known for this when it comes to 1 or 2 or 3 obstacles. You know, 2 different wives come out, you have a different long cousin. We know the drama. But when it comes to 15 obstacles, that just turned me off. I'm like, yo, that's too much, bro. That's just crazy.
You know what?
I exaggerated, but
I know what you mean. Like, but
You know, he has a great
still
point,
crazy.
though.
Still
He
crazy
has a
point.
good
Like,
point.
I just can't wait to stick with that. Like, look, I'm a Spanish Latino. I love my drama and everything. But I'm in my day and age that do I want to finish this series? Yes, because for tier list, for next for content. Do I care to actually finish this series? Fuck no, because it's just obstacles of obstacles. That's not really a story. It's just more for the story to push forward, for us to expand what she's gonna end up with, and it gets just very tiring. Like for example, when I hear Nate saying that, oh, she confessed it, but the train fucking came at the wrong time, or technical coincidence, the train came at the right time and we couldn't hear nothing. So now we gotta be shy again, or be embarrassed, or not even say, oh, don't, I didn't say anything. Like, nah, bitch, you said something, because the train came at the perfect time. Like, nah.
Can you repeat that?
Exactly.
Like,
Like, nah.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, I that trope fucking irks me to my soul. But hey, like I have been enjoying it, but now I'm starting to feel some type of way about it now. I kind of really hope like it kind of ends on a good note, because Gremlin brings up a great point, and I hate to admit it, but it is true. When you got a lot of people like that, and don't get me wrong, I like harem as much as the next person, but this is not feeling like a harem at all, and I'm kind of disappointed to me in that sense. So yeah.
I think honestly, if you want a good romance light novel, and I'm gonna throw this one out there because I know Crash already peeped, but an introvert's hookup hiccups.
Yes,
Is that
oh god, that
Is that what it starts? Hey yo,
Oh.
volume 1, they are dating. The only like thing is that by volume like what 4 I think it is.
Yeah.
They gotta come clean about why they're dating, and then that's like the big thing. So there's no more girls that get introduced. It's just there is a looming threat of when the time period is up, you're gonna have to be honest, and then they get past that eventually, and then now there's 5 volumes after that, and I'm just saying I'm eating good. I need more.
Yes. Oh, me too. I'm a little behind. I'm up to the aquarium date. I won't say more on that, but I need to catch up on that. Yeah, yeah. You already know.
That's before the month, right?
Yeah, that's before the month.
Oh god, that's what I'm saying, bro. You got to get past the month.
Next season, boys and girls, catching up on the manga. You best believe we're gonna hear it here off the binge. Not just anime, but we're gonna catch up on our manga too. Yes, sir.
All right, but
Call of a night.
we're gonna
That's it from
call it a night, right?
If I will just say, if Dr. Stone was not my episode of the week, this would have been my episode of the week, and you will see that with the thumbnail, but maybe potentially, ladies and gentlemen, this was like all-time favorite. I just had to give Dr. Stone just a little bit more. Like, I was very content with this ending, but I want to hear you guys first what you guys thought about it, because I thought this.
I think
was
I'm the
great.
only other one, brother.
Nobody else watching it besides us? Are you? Oh god.
I
Okay.
just haven't caught up. I haven't
Every
caught
time,
up,
and I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, and what else is
I
watching
haven't
besides
caught
us,
up.
bro? Let me just say,
I'm with you.
the detective, just her being drunk and
the
just sitting into the
breakdown-
court.
The
Yeah,
breakdown was like they
that was
handled
hilarious.
Yeah, they handled that really well though. Like because at first it was more like kind of trolly, I feel like, but then like as it did get more serious, right? And she was like venting, and like it did get a lot more serious. So I did like how they handled like her breakdown, and obviously like Yamori being there for her and kind of like giving her that comfort when she needed it. It was sad though, right? Because she's saying like she said the last time she like had comfort like that, or like cuddles or whatever,
What's on her birthday?
it was from her parents,
Yeah.
which is like so long ago, and just like her whole dilemma, like talking about like
The reason for wanting to kill the vampires
yeah,
is like
she was like, I just wasted like so many
10 years of my life. Yeah.
yeah, so like her kind of getting on herself about that. I did really like how they handled that, scene with like the breakdown. So that was like definitely a great way to start the episode. I feel like that was kind of like maybe like the closure in a way, although we did kind of end off her arc, but it was like I guess more closure kind of in a way, for sure. But then it was like kind of good vibes, right, from like that point on for the rest of the episode, because we got like the cafe, obviously. We saw some more moe moe kyuns. We saw some obviously all the vampires and some of the offspring like getting together.
On the
It was just
rooftop.
good. Yeah, it was just good vibes. Of course they were asking about like how far Nazuna and Yamuri have got.
We don't speak about that here. You don't want to know
Yeah.
about our business.
Yeah, and they've them noticing kind of the changes about Nazuna, because before she would have just kind of tried to stand up to them and be like, oh yeah, like this is how far we've gotten. Like she would have went and like kissed Yamuri or something like that. But like now, like this is kind of a thing.
Kiss and don't tell.
Yeah, she wants to keep it private. She wants to keep it a thing that they both kind of just cherish together. So I really did like that. Like the scene when she was like blushing, getting all worked up when Yamuri was when they were like when they had left the party or whatever, and they were like in the sky, and she was like getting all worked up, and she ended up
I wouldn't want to be with anybody else but you. I only want to hang out with you. You're my one and only. She was like,
yeah,
the Riddler again. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Tier list, but I just want to bring up the idea that, like, I really do not want this anime to end, because now we have this idea now, like, we feel bad for the detective girl, for Anko, and like Ko's kind of like has this dream or like this idea now where it's like he wants to help her out by finding out who is the big bad vampire that's like creating all these other vampires that are attacking people, in a sense, because this isn't the first time that he has seen this. He's seen this in the first season, pretty much, in the school. And then towards the end of the season, like, the end of the episode, where they're together in the night, and pretty much, like, they just having, like, their own, like, moment where, like, the streets are quiet, they're alone with each other, they're just, like, you didn't have that before, like, when they were with other people. With them, with just Nasuna and Ko, they're just having, like, their good old time, enjoying it. And like you were saying, when you got our first music back from the first season,
they brought back the first ED.
That shit was gas, like.
Bro, they had a new illustration in it too with Nami.
Oh, I see that. I see that. Oh,
that shit was dope. Yeah, that was like the cherry on top.
Again, I have to recommend Call of the Night to anybody, new or veteran. Like, it is a great anime. It has everything you want, from romance to mystery to a little bit of action to a little bit of mystery. And I think I said mystery again. To a little bit of suspense, excuse me, a little bit of thriller. You do get your plot twists. It's not that long, 12 episodes, 2 seasons right now. Unfortunately, it's on this piece of shit, streaming site called High Dive, but, what can we do? It's the only good thing to watch on that fucking, streaming site. Not that they're gonna fucking, sponsor us, whatever, because I already talked about shit about them on Twitter. So fuck you guys, but that's the only thing I can go for you. But, definitely recommend. And if you can, the high seas, we don't support that by any means, but if you have no choice, the high seas, definitely get a VPN and, watch what you gotta do, but, highly, highly, highly recommend. I don't know about you, Memory.
Yeah, I mean, I like the bit with Anko, I liked a lot, and then, like I said, the rest of the episode, like the finale, was just good vibes. It was very fitting that Nazuna and Yamuri were, together, just alone at the end. Obviously the backgrounds always look beautiful. That they make the night look just awesome in this series.
Stellar.
Yeah, and just like, I don't know, it's so cute, just like their reactions, the dialogue, and then, like I said, the ending theme was like the cherry on top, the new illustration. So yeah, this second season, I mean, we'll talk about it more in the tier list, but this second season, I enjoyed season 1. It was fun. It was a good time, but it wasn't anything I was like super crazy about. But I don't know, this season, and then potentially what we may have in the next season, like depending on the stuff with Ko and like him, the whole thing with him being a vampire and whatever's going to happen with that potentially, like I feel like it's setting up for season 3 to be like even better, if not just like, on the same level, hopefully, as this season. So it was definitely a big step up. Something I wasn't really expecting, but I definitely take it because it was a very fun time. So yeah, if you guys, I know there's some people in here, but like maybe if you weren't feeling, season 1, try it out again. Season 2, I mean, it was just hitting on a different level in my opinion. And I mean, just like, visually, this series is just always a treat. Like the backgrounds are gorgeous. I mean, it's the freaking director of like Monogatari and like the case study of Vanitas and stuff. Like he knows how to make things look really, really good. So that was just another big thing with this series. So yeah, it was a fun time. Really enjoyed it, and apparently they could have left off this season with like a crazy reveal cliffhanger or something, but they decided not to. So people are saying like, oh, maybe that's telling us, the audience, that they don't have a season 3, being greenlit anytime soon. So we may have to wait a bit. But from what I've heard about the season 3 content, for the most part, like, I haven't heard any specifics, but people just speak highly of the content that would be covered in season 3. So definitely looking forward to more. But yeah, this season was spectacular. So
High dive. If you give us season 3, I'll take my shit back. I won't talk shit about you anymore. Give us season 3, and you know what? The Hispanic Assassin will mend his ways and talk good about y'all. Please, thank you.
If we never get sponsorship, it's because we found out later it's because of Crash always throwing shade to Netflix.
They'll never.
Like,
they'll
hey,
never sponsor us.
Animal Studio,
we get
off the
an
best we
email.
can. Because
Sorry,
of Crash,
he
throwing
talked shit about
shade
us.
to
Rated
Paramount,
a
to Netflix.
MLG montage of
Yeah.
the Hispanic Assassin.
Well, stop putting mid-ass animes and start fucking put it better, and maybe I won't talk shit about you guys.
Running our name through the absolute dirt.
He's headshotting all these offers, man.
But yeah, next
Call it the Rascal.
Does not dream of Santa
Rascal.
Claus.
Santa Claus episode
You want
12.
to? You want to speak about it again, Nate? Or you want me to run it?
I think
Grem can go. Maybe we can start off with
Yeah,
Grem.
maybe.
Yeah.
nah, this one has me intrigued because we saw the effect the environment has on people. And we're kind of getting that, but like more like what you have an effect on the environment here. Because these people are all trying to become this singer that nobody knows about, like that nobody knows their real identity. And they're out here buying things and making sure they own things that are in the videos so that they are becoming more and more like this person, to the point that they are becoming that person and they are losing their own memories, which is what we learn at the end of this episode. They're losing their own memories. They're losing their own sense of self. And now we're gonna, I think this is my theory, guys. I don't know. Let me cook. I think the reason Mai didn't have a dream is because the public opinion has is that Mai is this person, so the environment's going to affect her into becoming that person, so she will cease to exist in the same type of way that we got our girl, whatever her name is, the girl from what's from Hokkaido.
Santa Claus girl?
Yeah, Santa Claus girl. How her name's like Nene something, right? How she is influencing herself to kind of become this is it Shoko? Yeah.
Toko.
Like Toko, yeah. To becoming Toko, and so much so that she forgot her memories. Not only has everyone forgot her and they can't perceive her, but she's forgotten everything. And I'm wondering if maybe the public is going to make it where Mai doesn't exist anymore, because she's going to be wrapped in the same way everybody else is into everyone thinking that she's Toko. So like that's what's happening. That's why she doesn't have a future, is because she's going to be erased by public opinion, because everybody thinks that she is this person, right?
Yeah.
So while like y'all said, Nene, the Santa Claus girl, she's making herself become like non-existent.
Perceived as.
Yeah,
like,
being
was she-
perceived.
as Toko.
Yeah. So maybe because of the public opinion.
But because the public
Right.
opinion is that Mai is like, so she's like, oh, if she's in my way, then they've already kind of hinted at maybe
Well,
something
it
bad
could
happening
be
to Mai.
that.
But
It-
is that like a
it-
last resort?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, would she go that far? If we're speaking like, I know what you're talking about, but like,
Yeah.
in terms of like a little sense, like physically maybe doing something, or like
True.
like is that
Yeah.
like a last resort to go to that length just to? I don't know. That would be kind of insane. But
I mean, puberty syndrome is kind of like the fact that you're not grown up yet, that you're not an adult. And Mai has become of age now. She's now become a natural adult, so she's gone past puberty syndrome in a sense. She deals with the situations, but she's not
Do
having
you
it
really
anymore.
think that?
I don't personally, but it was spoken about it. My thing is like,
That was
if you're
the,
gonna,
that was what Sakuta and Mai said. That's what Mai said to make Sakuta feel better.
yeah,
But
and that lingered in my mind a bit.
realistically, how many adults do we know that are still little children?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, you
what I
know,
mean?
so my thing is like, it's not out of the question that she could or could not do it. It's just a matter of like, and from one idol to another. My thing is like, people are going to get jealous. You might get more followers, more viewers, more fans. You're gonna feel some type of way. It's perfectly normal. That's kind of how it is goes in the business, right? But how far are you going to go to kind of be the number one spot? Because again, it's called number one spot for a reason. When you're up there alone. With Mai, she's always gonna have Sakura. It's always gonna be a given. She has nothing. Her boyfriend doesn't remember her. On God, her fan. She stopped. He stopped remembering her since like she got into college, which is crazy. And that whole little scene that they had when Sakura was trying to show her like, you have a girlfriend. She got you the scarf. You've been together since middle school. This and that. And he's like, I have no idea who the fuck you're talking about. Like that's gonna break somebody's heart. So I feel like
oh yeah, we saw that.
in the position she's in right now, anything can go. I'm not ruling anything out, but I mean, it does
I
look
think
good for
there's
mine.
there like I just go back to the very beginning of when this, even before like, because I thought we were gonna, when we had that message that like, oh, Mai is in danger or whatever, like we didn't go straight into that content that were like in and out, right? There was a little like they had that arc.
There's some time, yeah. There's some
Yeah,
time
they had the
skip.
arc with Himeji and they had the stuff with Akagi or whatever her name was.
Yeah,
Like remember when that happened, that was like that had to do with like the other timeline. So like I
yeah.
feel like they're like I don't know, that hasn't been something that there I feel like there is probably some timeline kind of shenanigans going on with this bit too with Nene, and like are her and Toko the same person? Like that's a big thing. Like are they just different, maybe personality, like a double split personality type of deal going on? Like what is really going on with her is like obviously like the big thing right now. We did get obviously the confirmation, like we already had kind of talked about it, that her and Fukuyama were like a thing or whatever from like the previous episode, but we got like I guess like the confirmation of that in this episode too. So that was another thing. But yeah, I feel like they really, I don't know, there's like an ominous tone for sure, like a vibe around this arc. I mean, even like the scene with Sakuta and Mai, like even like I was like, I love
When he
it,
hugged
right?
her,
Her,
yeah, he was shaking.
him going right to her and like hugging her and like saying I will protect you and all that. Like I love that scene, but then also like I don't know, you just kind of have like this uneasy feeling around this whole thing,
Don't make
especially with how
promises
it
till
all
you keep.
started. When you start
Yeah,
off this whole bit with like, oh, Mai, is it danger? She, that's something we're all gonna be like, okay, what the hell, like, what's about to happen here? So, like, what is ultimately gonna solve her
Right.
puberty syndrome? And what's like really going on with her? And I'm really curious.
Is there, how many episodes are left of this? Just the
one
one.
more, and then I believe right after it, I think it was announced there's gonna be a movie again.
Okay.
I think it leaked.
Yeah, it leaked that the movie would be the ending, the final 2 volumes being adapted.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know.
I kind of think, and correct, like I want to know y'all's opinions. I kind of think that it's too easy to have Nene come and attack Mai. I think it's too easy for
Yeah, it
it
would
to
have to
just
be
be
through
something
other
that
things.
simple.
Yeah, yeah.
I really think it's got to be something like with like the whole perception of everybody, and I think that's just better writing, like,
Yeah, in this
because the
series
public is
especially.
so convinced, right, that she is this person, and nothing she says, nothing her label says, nothing her managers, nothing anybody can do is correcting everybody else thinking that Mai has to be Toka. So I'm thinking that's what it's gonna be. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
and
something along that line.
And it's just
right?
like, what action is that? Like, is she gonna have to take, like, to have that effect? Like,
Start making out with Sakato on stage. Like, this is my boyfriend. I do not hide shit from him, and he has no idea, bro. Like, what do you want? Get off.
I just want to bring this up for the record, right? I just thought about it right now. Like, it's not really a big thing, but like, it's really, when you're in this kind of situation, it makes you really realize, like, you don't know what you have until you lose it. And if you guys see the previews at the very end of the episode, they always make fun of, Sakato saying like, "Oh, you're such a rascal for, doing these things." He been going out with a lot of girls. He should have been focusing more on Mai, because now if something does happen to her and she's gone, like, the time that you should have been with her, you were trying to help out the rest of the world with puberty syndrome, which is kind of the whole point of the whole series in a sense. But it just kind of like goes to show, like, like,
nah, he does put a lot on himself for sure.
Yeah, like this man does not have to go through it. He really does not, but he goes above and beyond. And I'm a little nervous. I really don't want nothing happening to Mai. We might get a cliffhanger next episode. I don't know. I'm worried. A little worried. I'm not gonna prompt you, boys.
You mentioned Monogatari earlier. Tell me why we need an Owari Monogatari. Azoku, we need an Owari. We need him to confront his own devils, We need him to really go in, find his alter ego, and correct himself, because it's the exact same thing in Monogatari, right?
Wouldn't that have kind of been the movie though? One of the
it
movies?
would kind of, but like,
Yeah.
The last
it
movie.
clearly it ain't fixed nothing. Like, I don't know, man.
Being
Yeah,
a
this was a
hero
good episode.
is
I liked
never.
it.
Yeah, it was
been-
good. I've really been like I've been curious. Like, this arc has constantly had me sitting here like, what the hell is like going
It was so in the beginning. I want to
Like,
say
it has
that
my
much.
attention for sure. Like, I'm very
Yeah.
intrigued at what's actually going on.
That's why I stopped. I'll just binge it. But from every time I hear you guys like talk about it, it's been interesting to hear all your guys' theories and thoughts.
That meme I put on the Discord is crazy. It's like for seasonal people where it's finally about to finish, and then the bingers, like the guy smiling, that's what
Yeah.
they're right now. Like, bro, you
I'm half
big
and
seven
half.
anime.
Yeah. I'm like, some of them I stopped and I'm just binging, but then some I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But that meme was good. I like the meme you put in the thread.
But yeah, no, can't wait to see how it ends next season. But if there's nothing else to speak on for this anime, we can go on to the next part of romance, comedy, slice of life. We will start first with our honorable mentions.
Hey,
Grem?
me and Crash, do you want to start with like Watari for a bit for honorable mentions, just for a little bit?
Is it actually honorable this time, or
Yes, it will. It will.
Okay, so let me just say, it is on my top 10. But is it because you want to speak on business? Because we're gonna have different ideals on this.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just a little
Then
bit.
by all means, take the floor.
Look. I just want to shout out the mom. I think as a woman, I just want her to shout her out because yes, she is choosing the best route for her daughter. She clearly knows this relationship isn't going to work. They should just be friends. That's what she's telling even our boy. She's like, no, don't cover for my daughter. My daughter was trying to get on that dick. So no, she does not. She's definitely not ready for that. She's still a child at heart. You both are still children. You guys should wait until you're more mature to get ready for this, because this is a big decision and stuff like that. And otherwise too, if you're gonna do this right now, and then you guys don't even work out, because she clearly can see that this they say they like each other, but there's clearly something's there that isn't. They're not compatible. She can see that. So she's like, no. You break up with my daughter. Look, I love my daughter and stuff like that, but no, it's not gonna work out. Because clearly she even sees Satsuki and she's like, I think you trying to, that girl right there. I think you're trying to get with that girl more so than my daughter. So hey, I respected that a lot, and I don't know, the theme of that, even that whole episode was really good, and I really appreciated it. I was like, okay, that's good, that's cool. She's been on that since last episode and this episode, so it was cool to me. I like the mom a lot. Go ahead, Crash. Go ahead.
I think the mom should mind her fucking business. That's what the fuck she should do. My fucking boy was trying to get his dick wet on God 2 times, cock block, 2 fucking times. But she has to speak on business. She has to be like, hey, yo, Bada bing, bada boom. I don't want you staying near my fucking daughter. I don't want you fucking my daughter. I want you to get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. And she was being nice about it. On one hand, because I am a father myself, I respect the mom for that. I do. If I ever have a daughter myself, on God, she ain't talking to no man in my fucking life. But on the other hand, come on, my boy just trying to get his dick whipped. You know,
The
he
contradiction. The
I said on
contradiction.
one. I said on one hand. That's what I said. One hand. Hold on. Let me speak business. Let me speak business. On one hand, my boy just trying to fuck for real. He try to have not one, not two, not three, but yeah, what? Not one, two, but three bitches right now in his harem lineup. Maybe four.
Well, he
in the
didn't
future, I don't
want
know
to.
yet.
That's the thing. She pushed it, and he's just complying because, of course, he loves her. But she is only trying to do this because she's jealous, of course, with the other ladies, and she fears that she's gonna lose him. So she's trying to use this as a way to like claim him and like get him. But no, I mean, it's it's normal to feel that way, but that's never gonna like work out in a relationship for the long term, and especially when both parties are not ready. And clearly she's not either, even though she yearns for it and she wants to do this. I'm like, no. Like MC even tells her, like, no, I think we should wait. I don't. We're not ready, but she wants to, and it's fair.
The book, I digress. The book says something different. It says, I like you and I want you. He wants that bunda so fucking bad. As much as he tries to hide it,
That is
we
true.
have all dealt with adolescence in our lives as boys. We have gotten horny for sure. We ain't gonna call about why, but my boy, you see it in this episode, like he wants him in that. He saw the bra come out of the shirt. He's like, oh, I like what I see. He come on, temptation is a bitch. He knows that for sure. He already got his first kids taken away by his childhood friend. You tell me Yukari did not want to stand on business? My girl does not know how to go about the situation, and that's fine. This is the first official man that she loves, and she wants to fuck, and I get that. But she needs to learn how to do it the right way, and my boy needs to spend on business and cook, because he's going about the wrong way too. I just feel like they have something going. The mom doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. I feel like they have a connection, because I'm rooting for Yukari 110%.
Yeah,
You know, for Satsuki? No. I know Satsuki's gonna be the main girl. I know, like, that fucking lore, past all that. I hate when the purple hair girls never fucking win on these anime. That's another anime trope I'm fucking tired about. Fucking, we got a couple of cuckoos. We're gonna speak on that a little bit. I'm tired of that shit. Like, why can't the purple hair girls win? I already got the pink hair waifus right being fucking side pieces and they suck ass this season.
Yeah.
But the purple hair girls, like, come on, man. Like, they're not even bad. Well, they look
She's
bad,
not bad.
but they're
Yeah,
not
she's
bad,
good.
personality wise.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
like,
Yukari is good. She's a good girl. It's just, it's not it, bro. It's not.
and now we're gonna deal with this bullshit ass mocking a girl like her foot's broken and she's texting this guy like, can you pull over? I got nothing to do. I have no friends. I can't do track. I can't go to my family. I'm so PUSSY. Like, please pull up. And nothing's gonna happen. He's gonna go to the fucking. There's nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
At best, what we're gonna get is a tease, maybe a little, lingerie here and there, but nothing fucking crazy, bro. I want to see some shit go down. I want to see Satsuki, if anything, if not Yukari. I want to see shit go down, and I hope I get that in the next couple episodes. Because right now, I'm really disappointed.
Yay! So
And the mom gonna mind his fucking business, bro.
How's this shit going on for 2
Right in my head, I'm questioning like, yo, this on long honorable mention, almost
degeneracy.
almost a good 6-7 minutes of honorable mention. That's crazy.
Hey, you have to. But all right, we're done. We're done. Anyone else can go.
Anybody else for Watcher?
No, not for Watcher. Cause
No,
Grand
no,
Blue.
no.
You know, we
Grand
saw
Blue.
we got the uninhabited island.
Yeah.
We got the girls up there in the bikinis.
I seen the pics. I seen the pics.
I was lurking in a stream while he was watching
Yeah,
Neko.
bro.
They was gooning as
Yeah.
hell. A lot of
Mm.
screenshots
They
on the
kind of
thread.
screwed us.
Speak on that.
They kind of screwed us on some Azusa shots, but it's
Nah,
all
for real,
good.
though. I was pissed.
Nanaka and especially Chisa, the assets were being shown off.
Where was my Grina? Fuck.
She out.
He's on the farm, bro.
Yeah.
She's been sent to pasture.
Fuck.
But no, it was a fun episode. We did see obviously some of the some familiar faces show up at the island as well, which led to some pretty funny moments, I will say. But
Kohei, bro. Kohei's
yeah.
a mess.
Yeah. It was a fun episode. Just everyone on the beach, and then the scene that had me dying was like when Iori,
Yeah.
when Iori like thought he like lost Chisa or whatever, and then he like saw like the shoes or whatever like before the cliff, and then he
So
like
good.
he like went down and it was the dude Kudo or whatever his name is. freaking passed out on the ground, and he's like, "What the hell is this dude doing all the way over here?" Yeah, so I got a kick out of a couple of scenes definitely in this episode. But obviously, you know, seeing the girls and whatnot in the bikinis was nice. And then obviously you had the episode when Iori walked in the tent on Chisa and she was chasing him. That shit was hilarious as well. So yeah, this episode was a good ass time as always. What you would expect with Graham Blue. So.
Nah, when I was dying with like Iori telling Echo, "Hey, no, I got you, bro. Look, let me hype you up," and he's like, "Yeah, girl, yeah, Kohei's this and that," and Kohei's like, "Really, bro? That's not how you what? Why are you saying that, bro? No, that's the wrong
No,
thing
I think
to say."
he said something about her sister too.
Yeah, like
he was trying to get with your sister or something. Or he was hitting on your sister. Or something.
It's fucked up, bro.
Basically, Kohei's like, I don't want to ruin it. She's gonna be disillusioned. Like she's not gonna like me. And our boy is like, you know what? I got you. He tried to take your sister home day one. It's like what? It's like,
oh, why'd you say that?
And then we get the little cheeky line at the end. He's like, "Why would you do that?" He's like, "Well, if we make her hate you now, she won't hate you later."
Right? It's like, no, bro, no.
It's
In
the process, bro.
In logic, it kind of works.
Iori a dick.
But no, it was a fun episode. Nothing like crazy to talk about, but it was definitely a good ass time as always.
Good time.
Yeah.
For sure.
Good.
So, which
All
watch?
right.
Next.
Which
Sleeping
one?
on
Mid watch. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
mid-watch.
Thank you.
Well,
I was gonna say,
mid-watch.
let's just finish the episode.
Bro, I still
No,
haven't
okay,
watched.
because, like,
I still haven't watched this
like-
episode 9. This shit ain't hitting. I haven't watched episode 9, and this is not. And this is not on my list to catch up to for the
It's
tier
fine.
list. I'm sorry, Neko.
So why the fuck you put me on this? I've been watching.
Don't say I did. Don't say I did. Stop putting me on the bus saying that I did.
You told me to
it
watch
was
it with
Neko.
you.
It was Neko. I said join me on the first episode. I never said join me on the whole
The
series.
first three, the first two. What?
Yeah, I said join me to watch it, but don't join me on the whole series. I never said to do that. Neko said, "Yo,
No,
this is fire."
I'm gonna pull back the off the page episodes. I'm gonna run it back. It's like me and Rash watch it together.
Pull back the receipt and say that we watched the first 3. I never said and stated we watched the first 24. I never stated that.
Damn, 26 actually.
This is
Anyway.
25
this is
actually.
damn
25
bullshit, bro.
actually.
What the
What?
25.
Oh. But look, we're getting progress with the romance with me and Grem.
What fucking progress? You're telling me that's the best date you could ever get? No, look at me in the eyes and tell me that's the best date you could ever have with a man.
Even me and Grem, while watching it, we're like, it works for her because of course she likes him. If he did take another girl that he didn't know,
Bro,
no, she would have left
If
immediately.
he took anybody else on this date, they would have ran away after the first place.
It was
Hell,
funny.
they might not even got to the lunch, to be honest.
No,
like
honestly.
that date, that was
The coffee date, I would have walked out. I swear to God. If I took my girl on a kind of date like that, she would have never gave me a second chance. On God, bro. What kind of date was that?
Bro, I don't know why he's not talking to her, bro. He's
Why are you talking to the bartender? Look at your girl, smile, talk small.
Yeah.
Talk about like how your day's going or how you feel or like talk about like knowing her. Like, bro, why the fuck are you asking about stupid ass jokes about coffee, bro? It's not about you, it's about the girl, damn it.
So it's not like I'm
over.
good. I should have not continued watching.
No,
Mid-watch.
it's not even
And I should just drop it. And I should just drop it. That's what it sounds
But
like.
he did hit her with a good line. He said, "I
Come
just
to
wanted you to know everything about me. I just wanted you to know all the things I really wanted to show you what I like." And you know what? If it was anybody else, I would condemn him. But it was kind of, he kind of.
He's an awkward fellow.
chat.
Like another guy would
Kinda
say.
Let me know. Comment below. Drop the show Vash or pause it. Let me know. Or if I should continue. If chat tells me to continue, I'll push through and watch the next. I'm in episode 9. So next 11 for 14 episodes, I believe.
Okay. Well, okay. We're gonna head with the Mikadona sisters. With that ended.
All right.
That was
Now
really
we got-
sweet. Oh man, that honestly, I enjoyed the ride. I'm actually like that. We gave it a try. It was a good time, and of course, since I read ahead, I need season 2. Give me season 2. But yeah, it was cute. I like the whole story with the girls and them even saying, "Well, see you later," and waiting for him because like
Oh
that's
yeah, they
like
flipped
whole,
it kind of that time.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
really sweet. I was like, oh, I almost teared up. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, he almost thought like they just left without saying bye or like anything. And then he just gets to see them, and it was cute. I don't know, good time. The sisters are all cute.
Especially like, you know, the whole thing with him and his mom, and like that's kind
Yeah.
of like the line that stuck with him about like the family bit.
Oh,
So
Hana
the fact
means
that,
family.
like, he was like worried that they already had went off, but they were sitting there waiting. Yeah, it was a nice way to kind of leave. It was a bit well. I mean, they kind of did give us a cliffhanger with the new girl or whatever, like, you know,
That was
coming
fun.
here.
She's
That
not gonna
was
be a
something
danger.
I'm like, oh,
Gonna be a danger.
brother.
She's not gonna be a
Me
danger.
and you were pissed. We're like, bro, please.
Why do we need another girl? Why do we need a fifth or alpha?
No.
That should better just be some temporary.
Same.
Yeah,
same.
I think it's like she's like, because they're relatable in the sense that they're very clumsy in that aspect, but I don't think she's gonna catch feelings for this man. I just don't see.
He's
Why
already
would you
got
spoil that for me?
No, it's not spoiled. But I'm saying, like, bro, even when she was looking back, she was like, oh, wow. I wonder, like, or like, you know, she was just giving him that look, like, oh man, why are he surrounded by these girls?
The Rizzler strikes again.
But also-
we got the fourth.
Watching this arc made me come to an understanding and realize that the green-haired girl is
Miwa?
yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna remember her name because we're gonna talk about the show and then I'm gonna forget. She is the least likable for me to have matched with the MC. I prefer
Wild. Hold on. Hold on.
the green hair for me don't match. For me, I
Yes,
don't.
sir.
She's like my actual sister, like my friend. I'm not gonna. I don't see any attachment for you in the MC.
She's probably my least favorite.
Yeah. Like,
Nah,
my
y'all
least favorite.
bugging. She's the only one that fucking put a kid on this boy. Put her soft lips on this man's head. Put respect on her name. None of these other bitches did the same. How dare y'all?
Damn.
I want to hear nothing from y'all.
That's what qualifies.
Yeah, but I was saying,
Business.
I'm sorry. I'd rather get a emotional attachment to the character, and that's what I got from the purple hair girl. That's an actress,
Yeah.
and the main one that I feel like I fuck with the most. That's the athlete karate that will kick your ass. and
Nico?
you go,
Okay.
crossways.
Now we can
Those
speak
are my
business,
top
yes.
two. Green hair girl.
I think
that's
we
my
all
sister.
agree that Nico's the best. I think we
Yeah,
all
Nico, I think hands
Whoa,
down.
no, I do not. I'm older sister.
Yeah, but
gang.
you don't count as you don't count. I'm sorry, Neko. Like
It's
sorry.
Nico or Kazuki for sure.
Yeah.
No, it's Nico and Miwa. What the
I
fuck?
think Nico.
Damn, look at that. All
Nico.
four of us is Nico and Mizwa, and you crash by yourself with
I
Nico
don't
and
have
green
a
hair.
problem with someone saying Kazuki. I'm not against that. But if you
love
said
my
Miwa,
cool
then I'm
ladies.
looking at you kind of different, bro.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I'm not-
Nico, Miwa, and Kazuki. I'm sorry, I said what I said. I care less, bro.
Chat, let us know in the comment section below.
Yeah.
What's your lineup? Who do you choose out of the three colors? Which is your starter? Bulbasaur, Charmander, or
Squirtle?
Squirtle? Let's pretend the purple is blue, chat. Let's just pretend.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, I love that illustration they had at the end too. That
Oh,
was-
yeah, that's very
that was
pretty.
cute.
That's very
with the
pretty.
puzzle pieces and like how it all kind of came together. That was cute. Yeah.
Really cute.
But I mean, we wrapped
Alright.
up Miwa's arc. It was nice. We got all kind of their arcs. So
Yeah.
you can kind of get a feel for each girl. You know, I feel like they did do a good job. I think I talked about this last pod, but I think they've done a good job at showing like why, you know, these girls would have, you know, fell for our dude, like, right? Like I feel like that's like something a lot of like romance harems, you know, series do, is like they just like that main dude because he's the main dude, right? Like, and you don't really have that like attachment, or like you don't really feel that reason like for why they would even be into him. But with this show, I feel like they did a good job at like getting that across. So it was nice. I did enjoy it as a whole, and I'm sure you'll get more of how we're feeling about it when we do the tier list for
Yes,
it. So
sir.
Yes, sir.
Rank it.
All right. Well, what else were you thinking for honorable?
If I didn't want to speak about Ruby Rocks because I was gonna go to the next one.
It was an anime original episode, apparently.
Really? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I was like, bro, no Nagi for 2 weeks, bro.
I mean, she was more involved in
Yeah.
this one.
I need some Nagi ass.
Like, because we were dealing with like it was like crystal radios and stuff. I did
we
like
were
how
cool.
I did like how they tied kind of the bit, because at first our girl said she didn't remember about the bit with her grandfather and whatnot, but like when she actually got to the location, she was like, it like all hit her. So I did like how they kind of did that. And also seeing our red hair girl get a bit more involved, and also looks like we're kind of getting one of the other classmates kind of hooked into, reeled into rocks and all that, because she was kind of joining them in this episode. But it was a nice time, nothing crazy. I feel like, yeah, I was kind of surprised it was a anime original, but I still feel like it was a nice episode. So,
Yeah, it was.
yeah, nothing crazy though.
Yeah. Well, all right. I think we're gonna want to head into Nukitashi because I'm not gonna lie.
Yes. Yes.
I watched it and I put my hands up. I was like, wow, what a great time. Wow.
Speak on the
Not
Goonies.
gonna say. Not
Speak
gonna
on the
say.
Goonies.
Accept it all in, girl. Get
Yeah.
it in.
He was like, maybe my thing is too big.
She's like,
Can I just say real quick? I'm gonna give a very special shout out to my wife because I put her on this episode. Like she had seen a clip on TikTok like a week ago. She was like, "Oh, I want to watch this," and I looked at her and I'm like, "Okay, so some of you guys are watching Watch Raccoon. I'm gonna put somebody else on the next anime this season. Bet it's gonna be my girl, and it's some good shit." So we saw episode 11 together, right? Episode 11, and 10, excuse me, and I just put these headphones on her. I'm already reading it and sub, and I'm like just going watching just her reactions to it. And you guys saw the whole episode, right? For somebody normie like her, not a veteran viewer by any means, just watching this shit. She looked at me the whole time, and she was like, "They allow this on fucking wherever they saw." I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Kids watch this." I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "What the fuck is wrong with people?" Like, "Yeah." So then we get to this very particular scene with these two, the MC and love interest, right?
oh God, so sexy.
And I just want to point out because she was a little more perceptive than me. I didn't peep that. Like this is how you know she was really invested. The moment of penetration, it just went straight in the fucking fabric.
Oh,
This man did not give a fuck. There was nothing. And I'm like, look at my girl. I'm like, no, you're crazy. There's no way he's gonna put it. So I have to frame by frame pause it with her watching that shit. I'm like, this man put it raw in it without fuck. Oh God! And I have pictures. I'm not gonna put it on Discord, of course. We gotta be clean about that. But I'm like, this man gave a fuck. He needs to get the chains off her. He's like, I'm gonna go in raw with the fucking clock. I give a fuck. And my man went balls-y.
Because like I don't know. I watched the one where it had like the ducks in the way. So was there another uncensored one so you could see?
No. There was you couldn't see his
dong.
Okay.
You knew,
I know.
you knew what was happening though.
Yeah, but no, he was the fabric. He was the fabric. No, I know.
This man was bricked up. This man had the iron dong, the fucking golden cock, the ultimate fathom, bro.
Like,
my man stood on business, gave her the work. Proud of you, my boy. Proud of you. You did what you had to do. And now we had the final battle coming up, the final episode. You're gonna have to stand on business with the final girl, which I want to talk so much shit about for the longest. I hate this green-haired bitch with a fucking passion. This girl fucking manipulating, gaslighting my boy, putting him through the works, putting him through hell and back. How fucking dare you? And then you have the audacity, a couple episodes back, I didn't speak about it before, but now that I'm speaking about it, how dare you get on top of him, trying to get some of his meat, trying to kiss him, saying, I want to be the emperor of cock, I want to be the emperor of all these bitches, and I'm gonna be riding right next to you. Like, fuck you. You're not gonna get shit from my boy. You'll never get shit from my boy. You better lose everything. I really hope you fucking lose. No cum. I said what I said. I stand on business. Anyway, back to you guys. What do you guys think about the episode?
W, what a speech.
I mean,
not to say the for the win though.
Yeah, I feel like you said enough for us. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
The biggest thing was obviously him, saving Nanase, and obviously the scene there with them, right? No, there was so much shit in this episode though that had me dying outside.
Bro, the ass thing, bro.
The minefield.
Oh my god!
I saw a clip of that. I didn't see the episode, but I saw the clip of that. Every minefield just fucking skyrocket from the ground. Look, I don't know why, but the mine scene reminded me. For anybody that's seen the first Bad Boys at the end of the film.
Okay.
Or no, it was Bad Boys 2, I believe it was.
Yeah. Where he throws a gun into the minefield?
Yeah, it's a minefield. But where that minefield, and with Martin Lawrence literally screamed like, "Hey, yo, where the fuck they'll go?" And like, I think that's where he got shot by his ass or some shit. And it's just funny because you're literally by the mines, you're about to die. But instead of a mine of bombs, you got a mine of cocks.
Yeah, it was.
Penetration was very fluid.
Bro freaking broke a katana, a steel katana with 2 dildos. Like,
Bro, for
and then
real.
that had me dying. And then the one scene where the dude in the Hawaiian shirt, like the chairman or the director, or whatever.
Oh my
Oh,
god, yes!
He was like, "I'd like to see it" when he was talking about his dick.
Hey, yo, pause, my boy. That's the big
Hold
I
on.
was like, "My boy,
Get out here with that.
Kowloon."
Hey, yo.
I want to give the floor real quick to Manga Grem. You have any last thoughts? Because for those that don't know, Manga Grem is about to dip out. So I want to give this little quick moment for Manga to give any last words before we transition out.
Evolved
I mean-
Nuki Tachi, bro.
Yeah, y'all said
That's
what y'all
crazy.
needed to about Nukitashi. All I'm gonna say, the only thing I got left to say, I mean, y'all said everything I needed to say about Nukitashi. But all I gotta say is church was good this week. We finally found out why Akira felt the way she did, which I
Mhm.
mean, my boy Memory called it a couple weeks ago. I gave a little bit of a hint and everyone got it. So you know,
He did put it more
Um,
out there. He did. He did.
yeah. Clevatess, I want season 2 now. Why is
Uh-huh.
Alicia so cute with the little nose thing, bro? I don't get it. And my top 10 is on the document if someone wants to read it, right?
Yeah.
Also, wait, I had a
you.
question.
Yeah, we got you.
We got you, bro.
I had a
But yeah,
question.
thanks. What's up?
I had a question. With Nukitashi, you said the manga. Which route is it again? On the manga,
The
like.
purple hair girl, the girl with the bike with the
Oh wow. Okay, but. All right.
yeah, he
You
goes
know
with
what's
her.
Oh, one last note in Nuki Tashi, they announced 4 OVAs.
Yeah.
Yes, I did forget to say that, yeah. But that was in the beginning, on top of that, yeah.
There's 4 more episodes.
Yes, sir.
We're getting big, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting big.
They're OVAs, they're probably gonna be more unhinged than even the freaking main series.
Wait, so
This
is
would be
that
crazy.
going through the route of the other? Oh, I don't know. We'll see.
Oh,
It'll
maybe,
probably whatever girls haven't been focused
Mhm,
on, they'll probably be in
mhm.
those episodes.
Yeah.
Or
All
whatever.
right. All right. Well, thank
We
you
better
for
get the
reading
fight
that
scene,
out.
damn it.
There's about to be like an orgy scene.
Oh, hell
All right,
yeah.
y'all.
Mhm.
Well, I'm out. Thank you.
Well, thanks, my God.
This was good. Hey, keep it up. And yeah, you better go to church. That's all I'm saying. Crash, you know what to do.
I got
Bye,
you.
guys.
Do not worry.
Bye.
See you on the tier list next week.
Yup.
We ain't reading his list.
That's crazy.
No, but okay.
Oh my
we have
God.
nothing else to talk about Nikitashi. I guess couple of cuckoos. Oh my God. I mean,
Yes.
I don't
Oh,
have
Oh
much to
no,
say.
I'm not
Girl,
skipping that
Erica-
shit.
My girl Erica.
Erica
thank
was
you,
so
Erica,
loud.
all
Erica-
day.
Erica-
Erica,
Standing on business.
Erica
Oh,
Greenness, bro.
God.
That's
Yo,
all.
That kiss was
fuck.
cute, bro.
Yo,
that
That kiss was
cute.
fire.
Yup.
Yep, 100%. I
Hot.
agree with Nate. 100%. And I know me and Nate could both agree on this. Fuck Sachi. Sachi could go left after one of the big
Whoa,
throw.
whoa,
watching
Could be
every
yeeted.
single-
Could be yeeted.
bro.
What's going on?
Watching
What's going on
every
here?
single-
They were playing Sachi like a fiddle in this episode, bro.
Hell yeah.
She got played.
She got played and she's nosy. Yo, why you gotta be nosy out here? Hop up this man D. Nobody wants you. You on the sister friend zone. Get off the D. All right, girl? Nobody
Bro,
likes
for
you
real.
except Crash here. He's the only one that's rooting for you.
True.
Me and
Oh,
Nate. And
I need to
also,
go. I like
Neko.
the
We're not
character.
here.
I like all the characters. You know who I'm rooting for. I really want Hero. I love the purple hair girls this season. I don't know how more to say besides pink hair girls is not it this season. Purple hair girls this season have been fucking. But we all know what's gonna happen. We know the main is gonna be the main, and unfortunately, the side's gonna be the sides. I really want them. I really am shipping them, but you know, it is what it is. Sachi's cool. I know why guys you don't like her. It is what it is. I'm just saying, you know, she's just there. She's cool to me. Like I've had a problem with her so far, and she's kissed my boy twice. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now she got some competition for sure. So, you know, for those who do like that character, hey, you know, good luck. But for everybody else, next episode, let's see what's up. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, all right. Last honorable mention. Me and
Oh, here you
Vash
go.
betrothed to my sister's ex fiance. So yeah, that finale, beautiful, dude. I really liked it.
I'm about to
That's
say, how many
cute.
times you gonna try to butcher the title?
I know. I was like, oh.
Explain to me why this is your top fucking one and not Dr. Stone. Please enlighten us. Enlighten us.
When I say this, Betrothed to My Sister's Ex is one of the best romance anime series I've seen of this summer season. Out of all the romance that we have seen, Water Curriculum, Grand Blue, all these series that we have mentioned, Betrothed to My Sister's Ex has actual development of characters. characters acknowledge their mistakes. They know that, hey, they also ask for apologies. They ask for acknowledgement. Hey, my apologies for my selfishness and foolishness. And she asks that, hey, I'll do better as I am. I'll do better for tomorrow so we could be as a happy family, as an adult myself in an adult relationship, and have friends that we talk about relationship, we talk about communication, we have friends and peers that we do talk about it. So just to see this in my anime, where we have a girl that the mother pissed me the fuck off, the father pissed me the fuck off, have parents that are actually about to get accountability by your own children, and your own children coming and approaching you and telling you, we are gonna get out of your birdcage that you had us handcuffed for the past 15 years as your children. You cannot hold us on to your mistakes and to your idealism of what could be or can be. Because one daughter was a doll and one daughter was in a birdcage that was still allowed to leave the house but was still within her own prison. Both daughters was in both type of scenarios of prison, but in their own scenarios. And I really appreciate coming full circle within the 12th episode, approaching that, having accountability to your parents, but also advocating to yourself as a character, saying, yo, I'm gonna be with this husband. You already had kissing, holding scene, sleeping scene within those 12 episodes. Yes, obviously they didn't fuck, but it's because there are two shy ass virgins literally learning about love and approaching what love is to one another, and accepting from one person going through their childhood trauma and one trying to help the other heal from that trauma. To me, that's a beautiful storytelling. I literally don't remember what I gave this anime about. I believe it was like an 8.9. 8.3. 8.3, very solid. There's a few things I didn't like, but it's because of characters and the way they told the story. Neko knows what I'm talking about. I scream a few times in that thread, annoyingness and piss off from my main character Mari, but everything being done full circle. My last thing before I pass it to you, Neko, is that the mom pissed me off, because how are you a hypocritical as a character, having the same red hair, but you was stunned and you was letting your daughter, not letting her become a full bird, a full hawk, like evolving to the full person she could be, but you kept her shackled because of your own resentment, because of your own scaredness, of your own anxiety of what could be from the outside world. Look at her, she actually got love much better than you did. And the husband, the father, he's going to school just like his own son in the same grade. I was like, yo, he was so honest, saying that, oh, I want to get back what is mine, but I'm going to be my own son. If he's done with school by the time, I could be his butler. I could be his second in command, which is crazy. But at least that's the choice that he chose, but was forced upon, because he couldn't even forgive or apologize to your own daughter from the atrocity that you have done. Is insane. So that's my full review / comment of how good this is. Hopefully, most likely I didn't sway you, Crash, and I'm okay with that. This may not be happening for true romance, not gooning, but true romance going on when it comes to characters and adulting about that. And that's what I love about it, as somebody who's already 29 and just wanting, without the gooning, it was great. It was like, hey, some animes we don't always need it. This one was rightfully so. The wholesomeness is what also kept me alive, because the wholesomeness was cute. I think this is also something that Nate will enjoy, because how much he gets pissed off with current rom-com tropes, actually seeing it done well correctly and actually having progressive. Probably by the end, we're like, look at these motherfuckers, they finally accept accountability. Look at this good storytelling, is what probably they would say. I'm just hyperboling, but who knows. But Neko, I spoke enough. Talk to me or shit.
Nah, yeah, you said it perfectly. I think I just, from beginning to end, and even the growth of Mari, fuck. Anyways, yeah, I liked it too. She apologized to the people, because, you know, sometimes your own insecurities can hurt other people when they truly do care for you, and you just don't accept it because you don't love yourself. And it hurt the other people, right? The people in the castle, even Kyotos. And I'm like, I really love that. I was like, she even was just apologizing that, because sometimes we all get like that. We have the moments where we don't love ourselves and we look down on ourselves, but the people around us love us so much, and they like want to tell you in your face, like, hey, you have value. Like, what are you looking yourself down like this? And sometimes when you like look down on yourself, you hurt people by not accepting yourself, and it hurts. And that's why we had a little drama about it, and I liked how it all kind of resolve, because yeah, she is very valuable. She knows all these languages. She's so kind and also just so smart. And I loved even Anastasia coming back, and that her, like you said, she was like in her own prison, so now she's free from that. Now she has Mr. Norman, where she can even actually do her dream, and which is awesome. And even the prince, and maybe a little romance there, that was kind of cute. I was like, oh, okay, the prince likes to be a little dominated a little bit. Okay, a little tease. That was cute. But no, at the end of the day, I think our couple really grew together really well. And it does suck, like even they even mentioned, they're like, well, half of our relationship really was just, going around in circles and, having these like hurdles, but now from here on, we're gonna like hang out, love each other, and actually move forward. And that was beautiful. And they love each other a lot, and I'm happy we got over that whole parent thing. I honestly, I was pissed at the parents before, and I still am, but it kind of made me sad seeing the mom situation. I was pissed at her, but it just showed like how much she didn't love herself, that she couldn't love her child
Agree.
with the same thing with her. And it's sad because it happens even to this day. Sometimes I have that situation with my mom where, we have these conflicting things because sometimes, it's just generational. Sometimes, or it happens. So it's kind of sad seeing that. I'm like, I hope the mom, even though she's alone in that house, that she can come to love herself, because it's sad to see that. She has beautiful red hair that she probably was bullied for, and you can definitely see that. But look at her daughter now with her red hair shining so brightly in a place that really loves her. Like, and even what the grandma said, I wanted to shout out that too. That the grandma of Muddy and Anastasia was talking about, like, in their era, they were like confined to a lot of like views and stuff like that, but now in their generation, they can do a lot more things, which is even now today kind of real. I was like reflecting on them, like, our parents were like, even their parents were confined to a lot of views of that era, but nowadays we can do a lot of more things that they could ever imagine they could do, right? Because the views of like women working and or being smart, or even men can't do like some feminine things that they would want to, or other things, right? So it's just the benefit of our generation being free to do what we want and actually like branch out and be free. So it was kind of cute. That was a really standout of this episode for me. I was like, wow, grandma was just really looking out for these girls, trying to like make them educated and actually work on their like strengths, and that was really cute. I don't know. Yeah, this series just hit a lot of boxes that you wouldn't have expected at first glance.
Agreed.
And yeah, it was their relationship was so cute at the end, and I hope we get more, because I think it goes a bit more, so we can. But I think it ended nicely here too, to be honest. I like
Yeah.
the journey of these two.
It's not little bow tie. Who knows if we get a second season? If we don't, I feel like this is just like a little nice, perfect
Yeah.
season to end off. If it gets a second season next couple of years, yo, I'm here for it. I'm here
Yeah,
for it.
hell yeah.
I'll be here seated
Beautiful.
front row with Neko, watching and be like, "Jeez, you're back.
Yay,
You're beautiful,
we're
adorable right here." We'll have a beautiful song as
Man.
well.
And song, that song I never can skip. But yeah, kiddos and Maddie are so cute. They're so lovable, and I'm excited to. If
Go
we get
for
to
the
You're,
get-
you're
season.
voting for the tier list next week. I really am curious to see what you guys are gonna put it.
Hell yeah. I think that's it for me too.
I'll be off the top of my head, but
Yeah, hell A.
But now that we left the animation spotlight for seasonal spotlight for romance and comedy, for long honorable mention, great guys.
Yeah.
We almost did a good hour for honorable mention, but let's talk about the Fragrant Flower Blues with Dignity episode 12. Haven't watched the show still yet, but hey, it's on
Oh
Netflix.
my god,
I can watch the
bro,
first
you're
4
missing
episodes.
out on heat,
Yeah.
bro. The ending. I want to
Bro,
say it. I want you guys to,
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, there was
Don't
a
worry, guys.
confession that you
I
actually
usually zone
heard,
out.
You know, and
I usually
at
zone
least
out,
our
so don't
girl,
worry.
they did get interrupted, but at least our girl heard it. It wasn't some train.
No
BS
selfie.
stuff. Yeah, there was,
No
yeah, no
selfie.
selfie and no train.
Yeah,
No,
no phone falling away.
No bullshit. We actually got some actual confession out.
Yeah, Karuko's reaction to it was like
So
But-
cute.
Like our boy was letting a couple things slip because even before
Oh,
that
God.
he was letting out his words and like he would kind of catch himself and he's like, wait, I just said that out loud. Like,
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
the last thing obviously ended up being that. So that was like obviously like the thing that most people are gonna talk about. Obviously was the way the end of the episode left off, which obviously was amazing. But majority of this episode focused around Subaru actually, which I did really like. At first I was kind of worried because she was like
Oh, yeah.
some of the dialogue about herself was that like oh, I can't be with these people and blah blah blah, and I was like I was like, oh, here she goes, like, you know, getting down on herself. But obviously, there's a lot packed into that, you know, with her past, and especially dealing with men, apparently. So, yeah, I mean, I just love the way, like, it was handled with her, and just, especially how everyone, especially Natsusawa, like, his kind of when he splashed her, like that scene I really liked a lot, because he kind of like, it was like his like, oh, like snap out of it, like you think I'd be here right now, like if we weren't friends, like I thought we already, like I thought that's kind of already what the deal was, which is like a very relatable thing. Like I know not everybody like is the same way about that with friends, but I feel like nowadays, like I feel like probably even before, you know, like you just kind of know your friends, like it's just kind of like a thing where like you don't actually be like, are we friends? You know, like, you want to be my friend? Like, yeah, that's just kind of like a thing. I feel like with most of my friends that I've had over time, that it's just like a thing that I feel like both people just sort of know, and that's kind of what we saw here. With
Hey, Memory, quick question: are we friends? I just want to make sure and clarify, like, just to make sure.
That's
Are we
crazy.
friends?
Yeah, of course.
All right, cool. Because I want to make sure, like, hey, you know, we're like we're workers, but we're also
Is that
friends
the
outside.
homie?
Wait,
You get to play in the cookout?
But no, like I know, I get it. Like some people, you know, could be, you know, see that differently, and that is like Subaru kind of in this case, especially it has to do with her past. I mean, that's obviously a big thing, especially like being friends with men. You know, she probably never thought, you know, she could maybe reach that point, even with how she was kind of talking about it, and like she kind of just has wrote off a lot of men apparently, like throughout, you know, her life. But as she spent more time with them, as she was talking about, right, like she's been having a great time, and she really you know, enjoys her time around them, and just, you know, the fact that they already all saw her as, you know, a friend,
homie.
yeah, was like a huge kind of like weight, I feel like, off of her for sure, and eye-opening, definitely. So yeah, I did really, I did like the content with Subaru in this episode quite a bit. I feel like the beach bit, they I mean, the whole episode is pretty much on a beach, but like you know, the beginning part with Subaru, and especially Natsusawa's dialogue, I really liked. That definitely stuck.
I was gonna say, don't sleep on him.
Which are
with
the two,
donut.
you know, the two I've been talking about since they first crossed paths. I was like, okay, they're gonna be together. So this is another scene right here where I'm like, okay, that's where it's going. I don't know when, but it's you know, it's,
She had to eat it. She said delicious.
it's trending that, yeah, even that too, that bit. Yeah, that's another shout. That's another shout. But yeah, so there was that, the Subaru content, which I liked, but then like the icing, you know, the cherry on top was definitely the confession bit, yeah. So
And he called her.
I just want to say, I don't want to ruin the mood, unfortunately, but I'm pretty sure you know this, Memory, but I had to say it anyways because I didn't know. The voice actress who does Waguri also does Aunt Shirley. So
That's
take
what
that
we
shit
we
talked
talked about that. I think we talked about that. I think Neko brought.
I don't think I was there for that podcast episode.
Well, I brought it up today too because I was like, I can't listen.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, like he's talking so much about Aunt Shirley, but then like this episode cooked. I'm like, bro, like why can't it all be great? Oh, whatever, it is what it is. But that was just funny to me, just seeing that. Like, I had nothing to say. You guys. You know what I'm gonna say about this episode. This shit was fucking gas. I was screaming my lungs out, saying, yes, we're fine. And I thought this was the last episode. I was telling Memory, like, this is it, this is how it ends. And he's like, no, there's one more. I'm like, but more? We're actually gonna see some fire? And for those who may not know, because I talked about it in the previous couple episodes, I was bamboozled into reading 40 chapters of the manga because I saw something spicy, which lo and behold, I fell for the traps, which wasn't true. So I hope that part is gonna come up this episode. If it doesn't, it would have to come in the first episode of season 2, because there is gonna be a season 2, of course. It's not finished by any means, but I hope to God it's gonna come right now. I don't know what chapter it was. I know the birthday just passed by, and I think the chapter after that is chapter 40. So I'm hoping we see that little part that I saw in the manga. If not, I have to wait a couple more months for season 2. But absolute gas. No funny. Everyone's been fucking hilarious. The confession got to me. The mood was perfect. You got the moonlight in the background, the water touching their feet. You got the sparklers dripping, the spark of the love. You already know my boy had to speak on business, saying, "Look, I like you and I want you." Oh, my fault. And she with her bright eyes like, huh? And I fucking don't give a
theme over it too.
Oh yeah, I don't give a fuck how that trope has been used. I love that shit. I live for that shit. That shit is gas. 10 out of 10.
No, I definitely agree with you guys for sure. Well, to even shout out last episode, I love the dad. I wasn't here for that,
Yeah.
but shout out the dad.
Oh
I
God,
teared up in
yes.
that episode too. I think these last 3 episodes I've been tearing up. In this episode too, I teared up with Subaru because Subaru's story is a really highlight, and her just finally coming over that. I guess officially now she can finally say that she sees them as friends, and she has. Is she just didn't like think they would view her like that because of her situation, and I don't know. Seeing Natsugawa's like affirm her like, no, we're friends, why would we be hanging out with you
Yeah.
and all that, so that was really sweet. I
I
teared
think I'd help
these
you
last 3
study.
episodes.
I wasn't your
Yeah,
friend. Like,
right, like it was cute, and they're like even our boy, like our dense little like hyper guy, he was like, wait, what did you mean by that? Not so good. Like he's like, bro, spell it out, you've
you
been
gonna
our
make me repeat
friend.
myself, bro? Like,
Yeah, like no. These last 3 episodes have been amazing as a manga reader, especially with last episode with the dad. If you read the current chapters, if you know, you know. The dad's the go.
that's what
The
Grem
mom's
was
the
saying.
go.
He was saying something about.
Yeah, he said last episode too about that.
Yeah, like if you, yeah, the parents are goats. They're awesome. So overall, Fragrant has been adapted really well, beautifully. Love the characters. These moments have been so amazing with like especially the themes and all that. And I just love the symbolism with her finally crossing over that wave in the water and falling down on it for her. Finally, like crossing to their side, and it was
Yeah.
so, I love it. It's cute. The confession with the starry little like on the shore with them with the fireworks, beautiful and so adorable, and I'm excited to see what happens next episode. It's about to be amazing for this finale. So yeah, I don't know, I'm happy everyone's enjoying it, even like other people.
Yeah, it's
I'm
been
glad.
great.
I'm happy.
Cloverwork continued to fucking peak with their anime. I have no
and-
complaints on that.
Another
But you
series
know-
they've been
Trinity,
cooking,
the Holy
you know?
Trinity. It's been this.
Yeah, for real, the Holy
Literally,
Trinity
bro.
of God 3,
Literally.
bro. Oh God, this rom-com for this Crunchyroll Awards this year is gonna be fucking hard to decide. That's
But
for
Neko,
sure.
you were saying something.
Yeah, another one that Cloverworks has been cooking with, and especially with this finale, was dress up, darling, church time. All right, put your hands together, men. All right, beautiful. And let's take a selfie while we're at it, because I love you guys so much.
Mid
But don't drop your phone. But don't drop your phone, chat.
episode.
Don't drop your
Mid-ass
phone
episode.
and drop it over the 4th-story building
no,
that your
this
phone
is
catches
what-
cracked.
I said it the first time
Oh.
when we thought like something was gonna happen or whatever, right? We am I good?
Yeah, you're good. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Crash was like whoa.
No, I'm good. Continue.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
okay, all right.
So yeah, like the first time when we were like, oh, is something gonna happen between Marin and Gojo? I'm like, no, like I'll believe it when I see it, blah blah blah. And then when Marin was saying in the previous episode that I'm gonna tell him I love him after all this, I'm like, I'll believe
I mean,
it
she
when I
did.
see it. Okay. I mean, to herself.
Yeah, she did.
And then she squealed out something, I guess, but like nobody was gonna hear that shit.
Look.
That's funny though. Like 3 episodes, like this week, like the bit with the train we talked about with the the Yuri one or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there was that, and then there's this episode, and then there was Fragrant Flower where there was like a confession, but like you could
Yeah.
actually hear, her, but it did get interrupted. This one, she did like she was saying it to herself a bunch, right?
Yeah,
But-
a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Almost
Yeah,
every
dude.
second
I mean-
and she couldn't even look at him. Because the only thing I can say about this episode
The mood
is
was so
that
right too, bro.
It's so good. The
The
sunlight,
girl-
bro.
the girl was a fucking fangirl. That's why she couldn't say anything.
Oh yeah, that yeah.
She was a
Akira,
fucking
yeah,
fangirl.
she
That's
was a
what it was.
fangirl,
Me and my girl, my wife, me and her were like, really? She's a fangirl? That's oh, I thought something more severe or some other bullshit excuse,
No.
but no, it was fangirl. I'm like, okay,
The way they kind of made it did help with some of the other characters' reactions. You know, like you could kind of tell that it wasn't like something super serious.
yeah,
like that, like,
it wasn't,
but
but
in
to
some
find out, it was
aspects,
like,
yeah, in some aspects they did kind of like in some shots they would make you think like, oh, does she hate her or something? Like, what's
yeah,
going
it
on with that?
did,
Like,
it did. It
yeah.
should make it lackluster. I'm like,
yeah, it was kind of like
yeah.
a mixed sort of thing, but yeah,
It
ultimately
was.
like she was like a super fan, and she was super like embarrassed or nervous, I guess, about these certain sides of her coming out. Like some like her VA, I will say, was absolutely killing it. in
Oh, it
this
was a great
episode.
job. Great
Yeah,
job.
yeah, like with just like I feel like the range that she was kind of going at with a lot of like her reactions was like hilarious to me. I really enjoyed that, but like It makes sense, you know, like someone you kind of like idolize, and then you finally meet them, and like you don't want to come across a certain way, you know, like you could find that embarrassing to yourself or even the others around you that you're friends with, of course. So like that was probably something that was going through her mind a lot. But like I think even the I forget who in this episode was saying it, but someone was like, man, if you told her that, like she would freaking love that, you know, like she would be all over that. And I mean, we saw what happened. You know, Marin's reaction exactly when it did finally get revealed.
Oh, she had
Yeah.
for anybody who's seen Avatar: Last Airbender, remember that character that be on a full fangirl when it comes to one of the Avatar characters, and they go oh, and just have like a whole bubbly
Yes,
mouth.
yeah.
That's what it reminds me of when it comes to the character of the fangirl of Marin. It just goes with it. It's just like she screamed and she just had like a crazy time, but she couldn't even keep conversation. Marin wanted to keep continuing, like, oh my god, I want to know more about it. I didn't know I was anybody's best girl, but you just, and she can't even keep a conversation. That's just suck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm glad we got the misunderstanding bit like cleared up though. That was definitely something. Obviously, that's been a little plot point towards the end of this season. We did obviously see also everyone dressed up, and you know they had like the props, they had the fake blood. They some of it did look like a bit like you see like a bowl of like fake blood and like an eyeball in it, even though you know it's not real. Like obviously Juju was not having.
It's
a
still
good
a
time with
sensation,
it.
like when
Yeah.
when you're not fan of horror, it is what it is. You can't really do much.
Yeah.
Like it just gives you.
There's a lot of people
heebie-jeebies.
probably that are very similar to Juju. Like they want no part, you know, to do with that. But she did admit she's like I've been having fun. She I think she even said it. She was like, she was like, don't make me have so much fun or something along those lines. So she was ultimately like having a good time. But yeah, seeing everybody dressed up, everybody looked great. We had a lot of flustered Marin in this episode, especially towards like the beginning of the episode. You know, I don't even want to say I'm disappointed with how it left off with like that, because I mean that it's like I didn't set myself up, like I didn't get my hopes up that she was
Same.
actually gonna do it.
Same.
So like I can't even sit here and say I was disappointed. You know, it still was a cute moment, the selfie and the hug. You know how close they were, you know, getting with each other and whatnot. But yeah, it's about what I expect with this series at this point when it comes to them taking the next step, I guess. But there's a lot of other aspects in the series I like a lot, so it does make up for it. But yeah, that's you know, if there is another like, or when there is another season, I think
Or
they're
maybe a
pretty
movie.
close.
Or maybe a movie.
I think they are pretty close
Goddamn
actually
movies.
to the content in the manga. I think even some of the content in this final episode was anime original, I heard. So I think they're pretty close to where the manga's at potentially. So it may be a bit until we get another season, but even then I'm just like, bro, like we might not even get a confession or her do anything in freaking season 3 or a movie at this point. Like
Hey, in season 3, we know that
or
they
him,
could just ended up in
which-
the last 2 episodes.
him doing something, making the move is, I feel like, far more unlikely than even Marin.
Yo.
So
Bro was gullible. Girl was trying to take us up. He's like, Mari, hey, what you doing? You're touching me. We're too close to each other. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up, Gojo. Come on, man. Man up some balls. You got a beautiful gal on
that
you
is
that wants
the
to
one
take a
thing
selfie.
that
Come on,
freaking,
man.
like,
Man up
dude,
some
especially
cojones.
like it irks me, like because you show that whole montage.
Thank
of
you.
all the
Of
moments they've had together.
pastime.
I'm just like, man, the development and the like. I feel like we've had a lot of like progression. Like they've got a lot closer. They've been through so freaking much. Like you show that whole montage, and I'm like, you can't even we can't even have that yet. Like hers confess, bro. Like, are you fucking serious, man?
It was
That irks
fucking
me. That's the
blue balls,
one
man.
thing. I'm sure I'm not the only one, right? Like,
Nah, for
it
sure.
irks me. It
No,
irks me
you
because-
we all in the same boat with that.
but
Awesome.
it's lucky, man. The other aspects, the cosplay aspects, the other characters, like just a lot of the other things, like even the content we have had with Gojo and Marin, like it's been great. But like that one thing is just like, but nah, it was a fun finale though overall. Still, like obviously seeing everybody dressed up and whatnot, but yeah, honestly, overall, I don't think I feel like. I still enjoyed this season, but I don't. We may talk about this more like during the tier list. At least for me, I was not as high on this season as I was season 1. I think I
agree with
enjoyed. I think I enjoyed season 1 more overall. Is there a big gap? No. But I feel like this season was a little bit of a drop off, like content wise for me. But I still, it was still very good overall. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably my thoughts for the final episode.
I agree. I can't add anything more to that. It's perfectly
No, me
said.
neither. I can't wait to talk about this during the tier list next week. That's definitely going to be a debate for sure.
Other than that, I think we could come to our last segment of the
Oh,
show
boy.
because hey, we already passed 3 hours chat. We're gonna wrap up our show real
Hi.
quick. So let's get to it. ISEKAI Fantasy. I don't got much to say about this because a lot of things are about to end. I could give more of my tier list for next week when it comes to the tier list. The one thing I want to say,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we
state
can.
this right now. Our girl Neko may fight against me and Nate about this, but I'm gonna say this straight up. The Water Magician episode 11 was the worst episode of this whole week. That's it. I'm gonna straight up.
You're not
Nah.
worried about. I don't think she's worried about me. She got
Nah,
worried about Grem. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
we,
that's
had, we had a blast. I
No,
think
yeah.
Yara.
Look, chat.
The episode
It's
was
a blast to watch for a stupid character that we never cared for, and just to see him go through pain and pain and pain of who we didn't give a fuck about. But this was literally even a few people that they saw on Analyst. Yo, Crash, they had a few people on Analyst literally give this as the worst
Yeah,
episode
yeah.
they've seen in their life because we didn't give a fuck. Even in me knowing as positive Vash, I didn't give a fuck about this episode at all. The character named Oscar, who the fuck is Oscar? We didn't even know this Oscar until the end of the episode. I'm like, Mar, I'm sorry. This was the worst episode of the week. This was the worst ISEKAI Fantasy episode I've seen. We didn't give two fucks. It could have been better if they edited it and had pacing better, Crash. This is how bad it was.
Boys, we have achieved enlightenment when you know the man himself that loves Isekai is talking shit about Isekai. You know damn well we're eating good rom-com this season, boys. Let's go. I'm happy as fuck.
It was
Bro, you
really-
don't understand.
like Vash mentioned with the backstory, it was
Yeah.
just like I feel like I don't even really necessarily have a problem with the backstory itself. Like
Yeah.
I think it's the placement, the timing, the end of the season. You spent half of it
Mhm.
because people say the second to last episode is like the penultimate episode.
Yeah,
Like,
because the
it matters
climax,
a lot.
it builds
Yeah,
it up.
matters a lot. You spent half the episode on this backstory for the penultimate episode, and that's just like a very interesting decision. I don't know, but it wasn't painfully bad. Like it was bad, but like it was like
Yeah.
hysterically bad because like
That's
the
all.
production is falling apart. The backstory, most people just don't care. Like the way people were getting killed off in the episode had me dying. Like I
Dude.
feel like that shouldn't be a thing, but like I'm laughing
Yeah.
at people dying because of the ways they were dying, and then the dude haunting him throughout his whole life.
And
Like,
then
that shit
we
had me
also have a
dying, and
theory
we're
by
waiting for
the
him to show up. We're
yeah
waiting
by
for
the
him
end of
again.
episode 12 he's gonna be the bad guy. If he don't show up, it's like what's the point of this whole flashback? So
Yeah.
that's my honorable mention.
Like
'cause
imagine if he just does it. Imagine if he just didn't show up. We just never. hear
Right.
it again.
Imagine, bro. That
would
I
be
would.
insane.
I would die. But no, that's yeah. Water Magician wasn't it this week, like as usual, as we've been praising every other episode. But it was hysterically
It wasn't.
bad. So that's all.
Crash.
It was the worst,
Say
it was
less,
the
that's all
worst
you need to hear.
episode of the series.
Crash. That's all you need to know.
When it
Trash,
comes
that's all
to
you
my other CCasts, I'm not gonna mention them because I could talk about them when it comes to the tier list since they already ended or have ended, so I'm not too stressed about it. You guys have anything else to say? If not, let's go move on to Silent Witch.
See, have Silent Witch time, cause my God, Bernie, I get it. Bernie these last 2 weeks has been a dickhead, and the cause of our girls'
But question,
trauma.
Does this recover Bernie's character by that?
That's
That's the question. Do we even
don't like
forgive?
him. I still don't
I'm
like
sorry. I still don't like him. Just because
That's
you
it.
did one nice thing, but it's because you know in her position, she's there to protect the prince. So he knows that. He even said a smart remark. He said a sarcastic remark, saying that, hey, you still owe me for this for the rest. I'm like, bitch, this was just a one-time thing with the motherfucker. Bernie, shut the fuck up. I was like speaking to the screen. I'm like, Bernie, you are a worthless character, asshole. The only reason you do this is to help yourself, not to feel, well, you just did an hour ago was a dickish move because the girl of Monica's friend put you in your place, saying that
Yeah, she was awesome in this
boys
Nah,
that
fuck you,
dwell in
Lana.
the past
Yeah.
are scums, and 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Boys or men that dwells in the past and can't move forward, you guys are scums because you can't hold on the past. The past is doing nothing for you. You gotta live in the present. So I love how she put him in this place.
No, that I look. The only reason it doesn't redeem him fully, but I think he is a good guy at his core. It's just this was only because of jealousy, and I've had that situation with my best friend where you just get jealous and you kind of form these negative opinions on your friend. He went to the extreme, you know. What he did was wrong, but we've seen that at his core he is a good guy. He helped Monica from bullies. Monica appreciated him for like all the things he like taught her and everything. He's a good guy. It's just, you know, this one, like, of course he felt betrayed. He was having this whole misconstrued thoughts about Monica, like, oh, you look down on me, da 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 da. And you know, sometimes it be like that. You know, I think I understand where his character was going, and I think at the end, him just saying, oh, you owe me, was just a snarky remark. He doesn't really mean it. He just wanted to help her out because I think he finally understood, like, yeah, I was being a dickhead. And I was just jealous of her, like Lana said. I was jealous of her. She got to lengths that I couldn't, and he knew she was a genius. That's the thing. It's just, and then when she came back to be a 7 mage and all that, you know, it just, you know, the dark clouds hovered over him, and he just chose a really bad way to communicate to her and did her dirty and stuff like that. That's why even Monica, she's like, hey, I'm not gonna forgive you, but hey, I still appreciate you, and I'm just not gonna rely on you. I'm gonna move on from relying on you, because that's what I guess hurt our relationship. And I feel like Bernie's just not a bad guy, like, you know, fully. I think he's gonna grow from this. Hopefully,
he's just
I
too
hope
jealous
so.
and envious. He's too jealous and envious.
Dude couldn't even.
And I get it.
Dude, like I know he saved her, or he vouched for her, or whatever. Like, you know, covered up for her. But like, bro couldn't even own up to like to fucking to how he was
apologizing.
acting or how he
Yeah.
was. Like,
yes.
That was a big thing for me, bro. Like, especially like, I don't know, cause is that all it's gonna take? Like, oh, you saved my life, so like now I'm not gonna be the way I am anymore. Like, I just feel like it's something way even more like.
No, I get you.
I don't know. It's deep. It's like it seems like it's deep rooted. So and the fact he didn't even own up and take accountability was like a big thing for me. Like I don't know. I'm not. I can't like. I'm not gonna sit here and act like he's redeemed or anything like that.
Same.
No,
I'm not.
Could he?
He's
Could he?
not.
But it's gonna take a lot. I feel like in the future. But as of right now, I don't. Really,
I hope she don't forgive
I'm not big
him.
on his character.
I hope she don't.
No, and
I
and
wish
it's
I wish
fair.
the chess shit still would have went on. She
Yeah,
No,
because the chess shit was
true.
fine.
She
I
would
would've-
have smoked them. She would have smoked them in some
Ooh,
chess.
yes, I was waiting for that. I was like, you're a smoker, Monica. Put him in his place. Bernie, you're going to learn front and center that you can't even be here in mage craft and in
Yeah,
chess.
I get it. I think, look, Monica's just a kind person, and she won't forgive him because, you know, what he did was a deep-rooted trauma for her that hold her up in her little hut for years, bro. Like, no, that's not easy to forgive, and that's why Lana was there to put him down, and even Monica stood up for her friend, that was awesome for me. I was like, I wish she went off a little bit more, but I was like, for what you did, that was enough, because I guess, you know, that's all you could handle, so that was enough for me. And I think that's why even when he was going home, he was just like, I knew she was a genius. It's just, yeah, I was just pissed off and jealous. And
He was envious.
I don't know. For
He's
me,
envious.
I get it. I've been there, and I've always regretted that with a friend of mine. So yeah, it happens. We're all humans, and he at least saved her and had her back because, yeah, she almost was gonna lose her time in the school, but now because of what he did, she, she can stay here with the guys. And also, Claudia and Neil are so cute.
Yeah, that was
At the
very
end.
random. They had that in at the end. I'm just like,
Yeah.
is this like, are they gonna segue into this in the next episode? Focus on them?
Maybe.
'Cause that would be awesome.
Yeah, that
I
was
think it's
cute,
just a little
though. That was
cherry on
cute.
top.
He acted like, yo, why are you in the same side as me if we're technically supposed to play each other? Like, I just want to be with my boo-boo dang. I just want to be laid
Yeah,
down
that's
my
all.
boo-boo. That's all.
Claudia's
You usually
cute.
play chess.
But if you guys want to also play with your boo-boo thing and play and get some type of vending machine and get some free snacks, you could. I don't know if I'm the only one that actually did finish it because I do have a question.
You did finish it, yes. We didn't finish it.
I'm the only one. So the reason I did this segue because this is Reborn as a vending machine. I not wonder the Dungeon Season 2. This is Crash's favorite ISEKAI that he hasn't watched yet, but one day will, and will say that this is one of his favorites because this is such. The dub is funny. I watched all the shows from season 1, 2, and dub except episode 11 and 12 sub to just finish and wrap it. It seems like I'm the only one, and I will state this: season 2 better than season 1 for me. Season 1, from what I saw, I gave it 7.1. Season 2, 8.3. Solid as hell. The story gets better. I will say this: that the characters we meet, the
The shoe
fucking-
guy, I love him, bro.
the shoe guy, creepy as hell, but he comes full circle to me by the end, and I love him for that, and
There
I
you
feel
go.
bad for him. The character Black, yes, there's a character called Black. Straight up,
don't
and he,
remember.
no, it's because he's appears in episode
Oh.
9.
Wait, don't shoot. He's not black.
Good deep cut.
But the character Black, he's really cool. Guess what? He gets dad jokes. Every single
Oh,
line.
I love that. I love that.
Every single line.
yes.
And the dub executes it well. And I was laughing. I was hearing me. Just because, yes, Crash, you could shake your head. But just because of those dad jokes, I score up the score higher. I think in season 1, enjoyment was an 8 is what I put. Because chat on any list, I put advanced scoring. So in season 2, in enjoyment, I put that shit as a 10. Those last 4 episodes, episode 9, 10, 11, 12 just made it better. The dad jokes, the animation, the emotional attachment, the things that were going on, the characters build, and also fuck the captain. You guys will find out why. I think Neko already knows why,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
get. But look, I get why. If you're in his shoes,
Yes.
you understand why. And 2, I had the same theory. I had the same theory as our shoe guy. No, as a shoe guy, because he said that he had an idea, but he wasn't too sure. No, I think it was a night guy, the night guy with the sword. He said that he feels the same energy from the kids compared to the captain. So he had an idea. Me too, because the way they always were hanging out, the way they were talking. But once we
Raymond
found
called
out,
it, yeah. I
oh,
didn't.
okay, okay, Grem
yeah, I
called it
didn't-
too. I didn't know. I had an idea
Yeah,
as
you
well. so-
probably had read it already.
That's very true. So it was me and Grem that had an idea and called it. Glad that we're on the same page. Great show. I do recommend. I'm excited for season 3. Makes sense for story aspect. Crash. Look. For story aspect, makes sense for season 3. I'm excited for season 3. This is one I wasn't expecting, and I'm actually excited for it. This man is not a vending machine. This man could make a hot spring. This man could make literally telekinesis. This man is Charles Xavier. This man is
Yeah.
Charles Xavier. He upgraded his damn vending machine, where in level 3 this man could use telekinesis, could make ramen, could literally make rice and porridge.
Yeah.
Porridge, yes.
Porridge.
Can he
Yeah.
fuck the main girl?
Well,
Not yet,
about
about
that,
that, she
about
wants.
that.
She almost kissed him. She almost kissed the vending machine. They had the
Well, he did.
sunset.
What, the fucking
They did.
glass?
Well, not yet.
The glass. Yeah,
It's
I
a
think
big
episode
glass,
8
but
takes it, yeah.
somehow the main girl could tell when he's thinking dirty thoughts, when he's questioning, being curious. Somehow they had that connection, and her wish is that when they get to the
can do
bottom of the
it.
wish to find the demon lord or whatever. Because remember, Crash, there's a demon lord. There's a demon lord that they gotta fight. There's a nether
of course
lord.
there is.
There's the right
Of course
arm,
there
the
is.
left leg, the right leg. So hey, we have generals here. So if you think about it.
Yeah.
Exodia, bro. Like,
Yeah, Exodia,
Yeah,
my G.
yeah.
Because
There you
even the bear said the demon lord is like the head of the Exodia. So hey, we got the whole pieces. We literally just gotta fight
It's
the
basically
left arm,
Exodia,
right
so-
leg. I'm having fun with this.
But
so
nah,
much.
her dream is to make him a human, because of
Yeah.
course she wants to marry him. So come
Yeah,
on, she can't.
they
deal
did.
with that
Somehow
anything
she
for life.
misunderstood marriage. Yeah, she
Yeah,
wants to
yeah.
marry a vending machine. She even said that she's
Crazy.
gonna ask her scientist friend that she's gonna
To
make
make-
babies for them, my G. Crash. She's gonna
Yo,
make
crazy.
babies, my G. Look at that.
what the hell?
Ew, they-
I just,
Hey,
man.
guys.
He's like, what?
penis?
What
Like,
a
how does
thing,
that
what a-
work?
So Clevatess, Nate, talk to us.
Yeah, let it
Oh,
rip.
Clevatess, dude, it was
Peak.
a great finale. Alicia showing out, the final battle against Drell. She's having a freaking philosophical talk with Clen as she's
I love
fighting
that.
Drell. Yeah, which I mean, she was doing it all in this episode.
Oh, she was. Girl
you
was
know,
running that.
Yeah, Alicia was on her shit. It was animated perfectly.
Beautifully.
It looked really nice. The music. It definitely had that finale, climb.
Yeah.
You
definitely
climactic
thought in this one.
feel. Yeah, like it was really, really good. Another scene I really liked, obviously, was the baby's first steps, and reuniting with his
Yes.
mother, and just like the meaning behind that, like the
Yes.
I think the
Landing,
episode was
yeah.
like the return of the king, but like
Yeah.
the perseverance, right, for the baby to keep going, like
Mm.
and kind of the dialogue that
Was
they
it
had
the
over
title of
that.
Lord of the Rings?
Like
It
I
was the
did
title.
really,
It was the
Yeah,
title.
okay,
Yes.
cool,
I
thank you.
did really like that scene as well. That was definitely one that stood out a lot, and just the whole
agree, I
thing with
support
this, we were curious, like, right, what
Cheer
was gonna
up.
happen with Clen after the previous episode, because he felt like he had lost like his whole like purpose, right? Like he just it felt like he was kind of giving it up. He was throwing it all away. He's just like, screw this, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
then
fucked up.
Alicia really kind of opened his eyes to, pun intended, kind of opened his eyes up to, you know, just what, like something else that matters, right? Kind of finding that new purpose in a way, right? So that was another thing I really liked about this finale. So those two things in particular, I really did like. Also, obviously, the fact we get a season 2 announcement. I think we were also saying that
Yes.
before, was that like there was no way we felt like everything was gonna be like wrapped up.
Yeah, there's no
And
way.
more.
Yeah, because Grem was also annoyed. Like, how the hell when we have Clan, is he gonna leave the show? I'm like, bro, it's called Clevatess. There's no way he's
Yeah.
gonna leave the show. Like, he's
No,
literally-
yeah, no.
And
But
I love how
there's
the
a lot of this
ending.
stuff that a lot of this stuff they've introduced with like the magic,
Yeah,
Mhm.
like the true humans. Like there's a lot. It seems like packed.
a lot of
into those.
lore, but
Yeah.
also I love how Alicia, her facial expression, the animation for this is great, because I love how the queen said, you could get anything you want, anything you desire.
Oh,
And Claire just smiled, and the way Alicia, her
Yeah.
expression, like, oh no, fuck, we're fucked, we're fucked.
Anything.
And then Claire's like, so you talk about anything I desire? She's like, yes, anything. And then Alicia's face again, like, oh no, we're fucked. And then Claire was like, what I desire. What I truly desire, like, bro, stop
You're
dragging
not
it, stop dragging it. Like, we get the build up, my G. Just tell us what it is. He's like, what I truly desire is to be the magic instructor. And then the show ends. I'm like, okay.
And why did I'm
Very
wondering
vague,
why,
very vague, but
like,
okay.
I'm wondering what's going. Like Alicia's new look was cute, but I'm just like, what? Why is she got like race swapped? Like she literally.
Yeah,
just
he
got,
did.
like,
So. He could do that. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
right?
he did. I guess he did that to her, but like, I wondered why. I guess like.
Wait,
I guess
what?
if they're
Huh?
one.
To be more
Yeah,
undercover in
Yeah,
the
at
school.
the end when Alicia had like the nose, like she was
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
like.
She's a Hildian now.
I totally missed that. I totally
Yeah,
missed that.
like,
I didn't. It didn't
I guess
click.
they're trying to like.
It's
make
undercover.
Her like one of them. Like,
Yeah,
with,
probably
like,
undercover or something.
Because
Just
of
to
the
not have
king
them
and
seen.
the mom, like they all have.
Or probably,
that type of
my
signature.
guess Alicia's gonna work as, you know, right hand commander
Yeah.
or in charge of the knights,
Yeah.
or probably protector of the king. So that's my guess why, the story wise. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. I assume, my theory, time skip start of season 2.
No. I
was
think
thinking
we're not gonna
there
see him.
could have been a time skip for the finale. That's what I was thinking. Obviously, I was wrong.
nah. Me, I think look, Neko, I think like a good 2-3 years time skip, so the kid can
Okay,
at least,
that's fair.
you know, be able to talk. I'm not saying like 15 years and then have the kid go, you know, go from 2-3 years
Yeah.
old to be like a good 15. No. I'm saying like, you know, him become 5-7 years old. That's all I'm saying, my G.
Oh, that was
Okay,
another
fair,
thing. Was
fair.
the because I was talking about the magic, and obviously we had like that book or whatever, and
Yeah, he
apparently
has
there's
it.
like more of them. Or
Yeah, he's
that
gonna.
was
Well,
another-
that's where we're gonna go collect them, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole. Now
Yeah,
the
so
other
that was-
point of the
So
show.
instead,
I was saying, oh, like Clem could maybe teach, you know, from the ancient magic or whatever, like teach that to the baby, or teach that, like, you know, obviously he said he was gonna be like a magic instructor, but like there's other, I guess, things as well out there. So
yeah.
Well, I think look, I think what's happening is in that end is that he's going to learn magic too, so he can like the
Yeah,
kid. 'Cause
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
why they're
help
going to
him,
they're
yeah.
going to academy, right? That's what the clothes and
Yeah.
the change is for, because
Yeah.
you know they're going undercover. That's what I'm saying. Like they're probably gonna go
Equivalent
undercover.
exchange.
Yeah, you know, because he doesn't know magic. Like, why would he be a magic instructor if he doesn't know necessarily magic? That's what's then the
he's
whole
got a
point that he.
plan.
Yeah, he has a plan to learn both about magic, the humans, and also be near the baby because he wants to be near the baby. So yeah, no, I think overall I love the series. I'm happy it stayed with our expectations. I'm happy that this kept up the hype and just the quality. And I loved Alicia because I could tell even like in the beginning of this episode that he was saying it out loud and she could hear it, right? And I was like, please, Alicia, let him know. Get him back to the baby. That she cooked. She slayed our boy, or not even our boy, our drill with that sword tactic. And then I think too, another scene I did like too, I kind of teared up, was like Glenn letting the mom meet the Arluna and seeing him walk up to her. That was emotional because, like she said, she was worried about her baby. This is her baby, and
Yeah.
of course I almost thought he was gonna kill her. To be honest, coming near the baby, I was like, wait, Clint, can you let her meet her? Like Alicia, I was the same way. I was like, please, Clint, let her meet her. Like or meet him. That's her baby. Please, Clint. But he did. He was like, here, let me. Here,
No,
I want you to see him
there
walk.
was a part of me there was a part of me like, because with this series, like,
That
that
right?
I was getting a vibe during that scene. I was like, is something happen to the baby or the mom right
Oh,
here?
I thought
Oh
the
yeah,
mom too.
same,
Yeah,
same. The
I-
mom.
I, like,
I just somebody
Because
was
I would
gonna
not
go.
put it past this series at all.
100%.
Like for example, the Hawk dude. The Hawk dude was to watch. Like imagine he came down like, you know what? I saw enough. Kill the baby or probably
Well, he
kidnap baby
left. He
too.
left. Yeah, he left by
Well,
by the
also-
time the war ended.
Question. What happened to Clevatess's real body? Or are we gonna also get back to that too? Just saying out of curiosity, because
Well, it's still in there.
there.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna bring it. I thought honestly, by the time they were done with the conversation, he
Same.
was gonna like vanish. So I was
Yeah,
like,
same.
because you're not gonna get that, bro. Like you can't just keep that forever in there.
Same,
you know,
like your
right?
body's just hanging in the top of the water where people are saying like, "Hey, let's not touch this and everything." Like I'm like, my guy,
Yeah,
go get your body
bro.
back.
Like, come on, bro. But no, I don't know. That was and also I was even thinking like, did Clint know the importance of the mom seeing her son come up to him in the first walk and like just the symbolism of him standing strong and like keep
I think so.
persevering?
I think so.
Like, is that why he? I was like, oh, okay, that's sweet of you, bro. That was really sweet.
Even the
So
scene
overall-
with what's her name too.
Oh, our girl, yes.
Yeah, Nalulu. Because she was
Nalulu?
getting like, yeah, because she was like getting so down on herself and like
Yeah.
disappointed in herself that she like breastfed, the king, right?
Yeah, that girl.
Especially with the mom there, and the mom's like kind of reassured her, like eased her. It was like a weight off of her shoulders, eased her kind of
Yeah.
worry, like saying like my baby probably wouldn't even be here right now, wouldn't have even survived, like because she said that was like the main thing I was worried about when my baby went missing. Like he's probably hungry, he's probably starving, and to know that I ultimately didn't have to like worry about that, like right, like my baby was well fed.
Yeah,
you
she was
know,
a goat.
Yeah, that was a good.
She
scene
did
as
well. Like status didn't matter. This is survival. Like you saved my baby, and the mom's a goat. I love the mom. I hope we see her more in season 2. Overall, so excited for season 2. I love this series. I'm so happy to stay
Yeah.
with this quality. And man, I love Alicia's and Clevatess's dynamic. I'm excited to see more of it in season 2, and also our
Hell
boy
yeah.
Luna. Hell yeah, or Toth, that we learned his real name is. But yeah, W Clevatess. Good way to end the summer, and especially that season. But yeah. If we want to go to our seasonal top 10s and our rankings, all right, I'm gonna start off because I'm just gonna name off 5
I knew it.
real quick. All right, look, man.
Yep.
Hey, I'm gonna start off with Clevatess. Of course, that ended really well for me. I've been having it up there, and I was gassing it up, and I'm happy it delivered. Really good time. I'm gonna put Denken no Mogura. It's just, I don't know. It was a good time. Betrothed to my sister's ex, a beautiful time. I love the series so much. And also Silent Witch, and of course Fragrant, and the fragrant flower blooms with dignity. That's just good time. But yeah, Vash, do you want to go ahead?
Yeah. Team, chat. Like Crash was so shocked about. My number 1 is Betrothed to My Sister's Ex because, like I said, how great it was. If I didn't swing you, chat, I'm sorry. If I didn't swing Crash to get convinced, it's alright. It sucks. Hey, like I could listen to him and he could convince me to watch Waterikun. I wish he could check out, Betrothed to My Sister's Ex. Maybe he might do this by the end of the year. Who knows? Only time will tell. But to the number 2, Dr. Stone, season 4, episode 11. Number 3, Danadan, season 2, episode 12. 4, Secrets to the Silent Witch. Number 5, My Dress Up Darling, season 2, episode 12. Number 6, Clevatess. And number 7, a Reborn as my vending machine. Now Wonder Dungeon season 2. I'm gonna give a shout out today because it's been solid. It might have been a top 10 if I did watch it week to week, but the binge was solid, so I want to give where credit's due. Crash, talk to us yours, and also give the shout out to Mega Grem real quick as well.
Yeah, we're ready for Mango Grip today. So my top 10. And again, guys, believe it or not, Rent a Girlfriend's not on the list. I know it's on number 11, but it's not there, unfortunately. So number 1, Dr. Stone is my top episode of the week. Number 2, Cold Night, season 2. Number 3, The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. Number 4, Nagatashi the Animation. Number 5, A Couple of Cuckoos, season 2. Number 6, The Lima Makoto Sisters is a Breeze. Number 7, My Dress Up Darling, season 2. Number 8, Dawn to Dawn, season 2. Number 9, Waterikun. Well, it's about to collapse. Number 10, Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus. Yes, for the first time in this season's history, Rent a Girlfriend did not make the
Good
cut.
way to leave off the season.
You know what?
Perfect way. The better rom-coms, the better series. I bet you if Betrothed to My Sister's Ex you was watching week to week, that will still be in your top 10, and Rent a Girlfriend will not be Retrograde will be number 12. I will pay $50. I will put $50 right now on air live. $50 is what I'm betting.
Oh wow.
I like that. I like that bet. We'll have to time will tell. But that was my top 10, 100%. Now for Mango Grem, I will shout him out. Number 1 is Clevatess. Number 2, Silent Wish. Number 3, Dress Up Darling. Number 4, Dandana. Number 5, Santa Claus. If you know, you know. Number 6, Apocalypse Springer. Number 7, Grand Blue, Season 2. Number 8, Soul Camping for 2. I don't think you guys are talking about that, but I know you guys are saying some good stuff before about it. Yeah. Number 9, Fragrant Flower. And number 10, Sakamoto Days. Last but not least, memory.
Alrighty, mine, number 1, Dr. Stone Science Future, Core 2, Episode 11. My episode of the week, like I had mentioned. Number 2, Fragrant Flower, episode 12. Number 3, Dandadan season 2, episode 12. Number 4, Call of the Night, season 2. Number 5, Dress Up Darling, season 2. Number 6, Grand Blue, season 2, episode 11. And number 7, Clevatess, episode 12. Take it away.
So, chat, if you're here for the first time and you know, if you haven't done it yet since the beginning of the podcast, continue liking this YouTube video, continue subscribing the Animal Studio main channel where we have Anime League podcast, Off the Bench, soon to be shown on Ronin, where we have also clips from our reactions from walk-ins, where we might have reactions for the fall season. So go check that out if you gotta like what we have, and also short form content from the clips of this podcast. Continue liking and continue sharing it to your abuela and your sisters and your cousins out there. Thank you very much. And as always, like I like to say, we appreciate your support and thank you for always listening, comment to your top 10 of the week. And sometimes if your friends, people will leave you behind and not communicate the watch along is going on without you, but guess what, sometimes you gotta leave them behind because they started without you, then you gonna continue to finish the series before them. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm happy.
Stand on business. Stand on business. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode where we're gonna talk about our tier list of what we're gonna grade the best, the worst, and the mid for the summer season. And don't forget to follow us on our socials. Anybody else have anything to say?
And also, I just want to say that, thank you guys for always watching, of course, and the season, of course, with it being stacked. I hope you guys found other things that maybe you didn't even see, or, you know, something that maybe was a hidden gem for you. And also, yes, this pod is always 4 hours, so please stick to the end, guys, please.
Yes,
Memory stream. Don't forget, memory stream is coming very soon.
It's
and
either
also
this Tuesday or Thursday.
That would also be 5 hours.
Yeah, 23rd, 25th, and we're starting at 8 p.m. and be done by like 12, 1 in the morning. So go check that out. Go support. And if you're not, go watch the VOD that he might post it the next day or probably a month later. One or the other.
Oh no, they were loving that. Yeah, I gotta post. I'll definitely be posting that VOD because people were liking it.
We might try to not miss any again because chat came up last time. We won't miss any.
That is true. And also, don't worry, Chad. I will talk about Lord of the Mysteries for the tier list. So.
This will be the most debatable tier list.
Yeah, this tier list will be.
To be your X will be S tier.
Please stay tuned. You don't know what's to come. We're gonna speak on business. There's gonna be a lot of hate. There's gonna be a lot of curse words being thrown, and there's gonna be a lot of etchiness being talked about. So best believe you don't want to miss out on this episode. Believe me.
Yes, sir. Stay tuned. See you guys there. Peace.
Rental girlfriend will be S tier. I promise that. Don't worry, guys. Let me cook.
We're not compromising. It's okay. We won't.
Don't worry. Y'all don't even know what I got planned. Y'all don't even know what I got planned.